getting it. Hello, everybody. What? Get rid of this. Hello, everybody. How are you all doing? I have Michael sitting here next to me. He delivered me more goodies. Michael is on the bed next to me and brought more goodies for us to open. We're gonna, you can see the collector box right here behind me. Collector box is right here. Michael is touching it. There, Michael is bringing over collector box. There is a part of Michael in the camera, but we're accumulating more goodies that Michael has brought. This is just, I believe, one pack, but it's in a fancy box. This is 10 more packs, play boosters, one collector box. So Michael is just accumulating all this. So we're gonna just keep getting all this stuff and then do a massive unboxing of that. So when that happens, you'll know. I'll post something. I was telling Michael maybe we'd open this one, but then I'm thinking maybe it'd be smarter to just open everything together than just have one random pack laying around and I break everything. So I'm going to go to the chat. Michael is moderating. Literally, Michael is moderating at my side. So Michael has full control. He even, how much of a delay is it? Is there like much of a delay from me to the stream?
6, 7 seconds.
It's about a 6 or 7 second delay, Michael said. So we're not too far off. Sometimes I think I figured out the way to make this more accurate. Like sometimes I'll hit OBS start stream and then I won't hit this to start stream like immediately. And I think that's what increases the delay on the time difference. So that being said, while I was talking to Michael, I set everything up. We just have to move this over here. The clock is right. I saw Vero did give me the stamp. So we have 3:56:57. We already got the time set on this thing. Oh, you guys can't see anything because I have the box up. I am a horrible person. There it is. Boop. Now you can see everything. So everything is ready to go. What we're going to do is, I don't think I even told this to Michael, but obviously it's probably pretty obvious. We're going to finish this episode. Then we're going to jump into episode 23. We're going to go all the way to the break of episode 23, and then we'll stop because at that point, I think there is an hour and 30 minutes left, and I will have just enough time to do the Patreon hour and the Vox o'clock. So it kind of worked out that we had this extra 30 minutes because it's going to give us like a little over 2 hours, I think. If you count this 30 minutes, and I think there's like about an hour and 30 minutes for the first half of episode 23. So we're going to finish this. We're going to jump in episode 23 and we're going to go to the break. And I already did the math. Like I went ahead and I looked at where the break was. And it's another one of those episodes where Zach comes in really early. Like the episode, I think, well, we'll see when we get into it. What is it?
Critmas.
Oh, it's Critmas. So maybe we'll do a little, wait, can we do it? No, we can't because I'm not going to finish it. Right? Yeah. I was going to say maybe we'll watch a little bit of Critmas, but I'm not going to finish the episode. So I don't know. There's probably spoilers, probably, right? Or maybe not. Maybe?
I'll ask Holly.
Maybe if there's not spoilers, maybe we'll jump ahead to the end and just check out Critmas because being as the episode's ending on a Patreon hour and a YouTube video, it's like we're not going to see the Critmas thing live. So maybe we'll jump ahead. We'll see. We'll figure it out. If there's no spoilers or anything, maybe we'll do that. We'll jump ahead. We'll check out some of the goodies. I feel like when they do those exits, there's not a lot of spoilers. I feel like they kind of just like put Vox Machina to the side and they kind of just do their thing and they open up and talk and chat. So everybody, like and subscribe. First off, like and subscribe. I think there's already a decent amount. We're 15 maybe. I'm gonna do my other account, and then we're gonna get going in like 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, 6:15, we're gonna get rolling. So in about 5 minutes, we will start. Let me sign this account off, and we will get into this episode. What did it end on? I'm trying to think of what it was. The last thing I saw. What was the last thing we saw in episode? Oh, were we still battling? I can't. Well, yeah, we're still battling. We're right here. I'm looking at the map. Yeah, we're still battling. What's his name? I want to say Chronovos, but I know that's not what it is. There's whoever the man we're fighting is. It's Chrono Trigger's father. Switch that. All right. Now I'm going to give this a minute to reload. I'm going to drink this water. And who in the chat remembers the guy's name? Do you remember the guy's name?
I know Sarkonos.
Circonos. That's what it was.
Sarkonos a good guy.
What was I saying? Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. Yeah. When I say battle, it was the trial, right? Where these are guys putting us through some sort of trial thing, and we're gonna become super gods. Well, at least Keyleth, right? At least Keyleth. Keyleth's gonna. I mean, maybe we'll get something. Maybe we'll get a handshake or a nice smile.
Keyleth is firebending. Learning to firebend.
Firebender Keyleth is coming out. We're in the plane of fire. I went into a burning plane of fire. Finally, my favorite episode, the Azor Sky. I didn't say hi to everybody. Let's say hi to everybody. Michael is sitting next to me, everybody. Just you see Michael there, so I'm going to say hi to Michael first in the chat because he's right here. Michael says hi, and he's going to write there too. Vero G, clever name I made. The Azor Sky, M. Gormley, and Colvin. We got Holly Mac, 79. I saw others as well. No, I didn't.
Clever.
That's every... Who?
Clever name I made.
Oh, clever name I made. How do it? Sometimes I see the same names and I just assume I said it. Clever. I apologize. You will get all of my love. I was going to say you get the first shot, but that was the other thing I got to tell you guys. I am not drinking tonight or smoking because me and Lauren may go on a cruise. Did I say this last time about the cruise?
No, you didn't.
Me and Lauren, I wasn't sure because last week we were talking about it, so I didn't know if I told you guys. But last week, me and Lauren were talking, and if at first it was just like a talk, and then we kind of went a little more into it, and there's a chance we might go on a cruise. And I don't know why I even brought this up. What was I just talking about? Oh, the shooting. So the shooting. Because of that, I told Lauren, if I'm going to go on a boat and we're going to be going to like tropical locations, I need to drop like 20 pounds. So she said she has like a week off at the end of July. That being said, I was like, I need to literally drop like 15 or 20 pounds. So I am being super good. I've been nothing but good since last Friday. I've ate nothing but like salads and protein, and I've been working out and only drinking water, and I can't even smoke because when I smoke, I get super munchies and I start eating all the worst things ever. So we are not, I apologize, but we are not smoking or drinking. You guys can do whatever you want, obviously. Have fun, drink your faces off and smoke if you will. But just for the sake of losing weight, I am going to behave myself tonight. And then, like I said, it's only going to be for a couple weeks until we go to the and I don't even know if we're going. I'm just saying, I told her we haven't even booked it yet or anything, but I'm like, just in case it happens, I don't want to be like, well, I didn't have time to do it. Like I wanted to lose weight anyway. So this is the perfect excuse to behave myself with the promise of a possible cruise at the end of the month of July. If we did go, it'd be like the end of the month of July. So that being said, is everybody ready? It is almost 6:15. Everybody thumbs up if you are ready. And Michael's just going to hang out here with me by the side until he wants to go. He said he'll just take off whenever. So there is a Michael next to me. If anybody has any questions, Michael will immediately know the answer. Almost 20 pounds down. Jay, are we going to start dieting? I've managed to keep my calories easily. I've been under 1,700 calories every day since Friday. I've been showing Lauren every meal I make. I'm either having like salads with no dressing or like grilled chicken. Today I made a London broil and all I had was just like a couple pieces of steak. So like I've been eating extremely good. I haven't had any junk food. I haven't had a beer or a shot. I've been extremely good to the point where I weighed myself that Saturday after our last live stream. I weighed myself. I was 222 pounds. I thought it was pretty funny because it was 222, but I was 222 pounds, nearing the heaviest I've ever been. I think the heaviest I've ever been is like 230, 235. So I was nearing the heaviest I've ever been. I weighed myself last night and I'm already down to 217. So I've already lost 5 pounds in less than a week. By tomorrow, it would be a week. So about 5 pounds in a week, give or take. So yes, we are on track to lose. I said I wanted to lose 15 or 20 pounds. I'm already 5 pounds down. So I'm shooting for 20. I'm shooting for 20 pounds. I think someone else said that in the chat. Vera said it?
Veronica.
8 away from 25. Veronica?
Just Veronica.
Veronica. We're going to call Veronica from now on. You're Veronica now. You have just become fully named as you are. I was like 350. I'm 225. Clever name. I'm 225 now. I was like 350. My God, Clever. When were you 350? I feel like we've had this discussion before. But when were you 350? How long did it take you to lose 125 pounds? I think we talked about it when I talked about my father. Because my father was 380. He's 5'5", 5'5", 5'6". I'll give him 5'6", because he'd yell at me if I said he's 5'5". He's 5'6", and was 380 pounds. But now he is less than me. We were joking the other day. My dad literally was like, "You look like you're getting a little heavy there." And I was like, "I am." And he was like, "I bet you weigh more than me." And we weighed each other, and clearly I do. I think he's like 215 and I am 222. But now I'm 2 pounds away. Like literally, I told him, I was like, in 1 week, I could make it where I'm less than you. Like that's the difference. Like I intentionally like just got out of shape and was lazy and wanted to have fun. But I could like that, like instantly change it. He can't drop weight like that because of his condition. So I was like, but like, I'll be honest with you, when he said that, I was like, oh my God, this is the first time in like 25 years that my dad is lighter than me. It might be the first time in my life that my dad is lighter than me. Because even when I was younger, my dad was always heavier, and as I was younger, I was lighter and lighter because I wasn't lifting weights and I was tiny. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the first time in my life I'm heavier than my father. So, stick to Vero. I was going through some shit and just ate till I was sick for about a year. My God. Like a year ago, oh my God, that's pretty impressive to lose. Clever, what did you do? How did you lose it? Did you just diet and exercise? Because that's significant. Like I at my best, I lost like 50, 60 pounds that 1 year when I was running and going nuts, but I like tortured myself to lose 50 pounds. So like, that's pretty impressive. I've been trying to lose like 70 pounds by December. Azure Sky, how is it going? Is it coming along? I honestly, I want to be, like, I want to lose 20 pounds by the time of the cruise. I realistically want to lose like 40 or 50 pounds. Even though that might sound crazy, I could easily lose, from experience, I could easily lose like 35, 40 pounds. If I lose like 50 pounds, I'll start getting too skinny. But I could easily lose probably about 35, 40 pounds and still look good. I have a belly now. And like even losing 5 pounds, I barely notice it went down. So that being said, I feel like my goal would probably, like I'm 222. I want to be like 180, 185. So figure like 42 pounds and I'm already 5 down. So another 35 pounds I'd be happy with. That is amazing. Yeah, Clever. Way to go. Congratulations on that. I'm going through some I just counted calories and exercise. I was steady 260 before that. Very good for you. I'm very proud of you. That's impressive. It's hard to do stuff like that, especially that quick and that much. Like my dad had to. My dad lost he lost, 170 pounds? 170 pounds, but that was over the course of like a couple of years, and he had to. And it was almost like not easy, but he couldn't eat. He was like on like strict diets at the hospital and stuff. So it wasn't like he could cheat. They were like, this is what you get, whether you like it or not. They were on strict diets. Like, so he basically was forced into losing weight, but he kept it off because he's been home for a while now, and he has learned how to keep it off. So that's something. But that being said, everybody, I didn't see Ninja Master either. Ninja, I hope you're out there. Is he in there?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I didn't see him. So everybody, like the video, subscribe. We're going to jump in. I'm going to do 3, 2, 1. So everybody get ready. I'm going to, I feel like one of my accounts I didn't put a like up, but I don't know. Maybe I did it too quick and it didn't register. All I know is we're 8 away from 25, which is halfway to 50, if you are good at math. Haven't lost the weight, but put on muscle. That's the good thing, too. See, Azor Sky, I was saying that to Lauren, how it's going to be interesting because I want to lose 35 pounds, but last time I did this, I just ran a lot. And this time around, I'm lifting a lot more than I'm running, so I'm definitely going to put on a lot more muscle. And muscle weighs more than fat. So, like, honestly, it's going to be like an interesting turn of events. Like, honestly, if I put on muscle, I could probably be 185, 190 and still be pretty fit just because of the gain in muscle. So we're going to have to see. We're going to have to see what happens as time goes on. Right now, I am sore as hell because yesterday I did this crazy extensive workout and I am now feeling the effects. So tonight I'm going to be miserable. But right now I'm already starting to feel super sore. Everybody ready. We're going to do 3, 2, 1. We're going to jump in. We're going to get rolling. So let me make sure that's good. All right, everybody. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. And there's no volume.
I'm going to attack
We're good.
of opportunity if I stay just as close as I am now.
As soon as you
Move, he
dart
gets
off
the
to the
attack.
side, he'll get a strike on you.
Son of a bitch.
Can he do
Son
like
of a
like
bitch.
one space move without?
Remember
No,
that
no,
P20X? Yeah, P20X.
Like a one space.
Just
Did we ever talk about that, Clever? I used to do P20X.
Frenzied rage.
Go for
P90X,
it.
P90X. Oh, is that what it says?
That's a 20.
Is that what you mean, Clever?
Natural 20?
Are you thinking of
Oh, no,
P90X?
total 20. 19.
I thought it was the P20 made sense to me too.
22.
I used to do P90X for like a year or two. I was religiously doing it.
11.
It was like blissful torture in the
17.
morning. Every time I'd go to work, I'd be like, I got to do like 30 minutes of P90X.
Whack, whack, whack.
And then they had
Just
Insanity.
streak
Wasn't
in the
that
mouth
another
open.
one?
Ah.
Yeah, there was the
Foam
Insanity
moving down inside
workout.
of your mouth, though, is just the stride thrust on the side because there is just all this. With each yell, as you close your mouth, you can taste the ash that is
I would imagine
coalesced on the back of your
the
tongue.
battle's
It's
going to end by the end of this
It would bother you
episode.
if you weren't so
And there's not
focused in
a
your
whole
fury
lot of
rage
time
or
left,
something.
right? I feel like it's
However, you do
ending.
take,
When does it end? Where's
3
Zach?
points of fire damage, 2 points of fire damage,
Where is
and
Zachary?
10. So a total of 15 points of fire damage from just striking at it with your axe as the fire.
Yeah, it's like
blows
4
through
twice.
you.
So there's like
Also, at the top of
20
your turn,
20
because
something
you were
minutes
on
left.
fire, you took another 8 points of fire damage.
So within the next
Flames
20, I'm
burning
assuming
up
we are
the
going to
side of your
be
shoulders.
blessed with godly fire powers
You
for Keyleth.
smell the scent of burning hair reach your nostrils.
It's because we're family.
It could be your pubes. Don't jump to conclusions.
Ends Grog.
I'm hell.
Jump to conclusions, Matt. I just saw. What is that?
Serkonos is going to
Office
angrily
Space.
now go into
Office Space I saw the other day, and he
attacks.
makes the jump to conclusions,
The,
Matt.
one against Keyleth, 2 against Grog.
I did it
Grog's
for like
starting
a
to roll up. The
week
flames
with
are
a
affecting
buddy
him
and
and
realized I
affecting Keyleth.
wasn't
He turns
a
to
masochist.
slam
I
you
did
twice.
it.
That is a,
Honestly, it is. I don't think I'd
26.
ever do it again because it got me too
That is a
skinny. I like things that
17?
incorporate. I mean, it actually P90X did have like muscle, like dumbbell routines and stuff, but it was just like too much intense cardio. I'm not a. I'm great at running. Like I'll run miles and miles and miles, and I'm good with it. But intense cardio that isn't running to me is just like not fun. Not that working out in any
10
form
points for deep
is
dive.
fun, but
So
I actually
5 points
enjoy
of fire
lifting
damage.
weights and running.
That is Serkonos' turn.
Like I'm not gonna do it like
that
like
brings us
like
to the
oh I
bets.
have nothing else to do.
so
I'm
he's
gonna go
still
out and
busy.
run
Serkonos is
5
still
miles
busy
for
with
fun.
Keyleth, so
But
I'm gonna
if I
take a
had to
split
pick
second
anything to
inhale,
do to get
exhale,
fit, running and lifting
and then
weights
whip,
is
whip, right from where
is
I
like a
was.
good time
Yep.
for me.
All right.
So the 18,
18 hits.
14.
No beard makes
Natural
Grog
20
sad.
with
The
the-
official delay is
Do I gotta pick which one
17.6.
of the...
Is that right?
No,
First
okay,
one's
so the
sneak
first one
attack.
hit.
My
which is
God,
sneak attack.
17?
Okay,
Oh my
so
God,
is,
that delay is
4 plus 7 is
intense.
11 plus.
He just had
11.
the
14,
ab workout on a burnt
17,
DVD. Oh, there was the ab workout's good.
5.
Clever. That's the only one I still would do.
First hit.
I remember they had a
Second one,
specific
which
ab
was,
workout that you could do in like 10 or 15 minutes,
which part
and
is
it was extreme. But if you did this ab workout
dice
like
roll
2 or 3
4
times a
plus
week, you would be
right.
ridiculous. I remember that was the
right,
only
so-
workout I remember being like I would keep doing that one because
difficult to
it's
kind of focus
hard
on
to
because
find a
there's
good
currently
ab
the
workout
swirl
if you want to
or
get a
flame
six
going
pack.
around.
The rest of it
As
I
you
could
third
incorporate
dagger
my
hits,
own
you see
system
the
and do.
element form
But I've always had trouble
shrinks,
getting like a six
and
pack.
the
So
water
I
element
feel
of the
like
keyleth
if I was
absorbs what you
ever
see
to
now.
do
So curves
P90X
in
again, it would
human
be
druid form now, kind of
solely
floating aloft in the
the
center
ab. They
of-
had a name for it. It wasn't called the ab workout. It was called like the ab
Microphone.
something.
Sorry, guys.
If you look it up, P90X, he had a name for it.
And is that your turn? Alrighty.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
Alrighty.
All right.
I'll back up against to the side of that wall that's right there. But that's
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Diamond
Dex.
Dallas page.
I come
Yeah,
around the
what is
side of
that?
the wall.
Diamond Dallas page, yoga.
Oh
And
yeah.
I, hi.
Oh, is it?
hey.
Oh
And I
yes, yes, yes.
shoot
I seen
at
that.
the other guy.
Hot yo. It's like a. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Is he within 10 feet
A lot of
it?
people I know do Diamond Dallas
no.
Page. Michael
Then
was
I'm
just
gonna
saying
lightning arrow.
the
I'm
Diamond
gonna
Dallas
punch
Page like
him.
thing is like the big
Alright.
thing now. I seen
And
that.
then
I
I'm
haven't
gonna-
done
It's
it,
a bonus action.
but I've
Yeah,
seen
so I'm
it.
gonna
It was
hit
on.
thorns in.
I think I watched a documentary, or it was on the McMahon thing, or something. Some wrestling documentary I watched had
15.
them talking about
15?
how Diamond
That
Dallas
does
Page
hit.
did. Oh, it was the Jake the Snake Roberts documentary. Because Jake the Snake Roberts did it with Diamond Dallas. They were like trying to save Jake the Snake's life. And I believe he passed away after that anyway. I think it worked for a little while and then Jake the Snake passed away. Am I right about that? Do you know? I think he did. I could be
14?
telling you that a guy
Alright.
died that didn't die, but I'm pretty sure he did.
As you come around the corner,
I heard
releasing
good
the,
things
the
about
arrow, it slams into
DDPS,
the side
Diamond
of the
Dallas Page.
elemental,
Yeah, that
bursts into it.
I've heard good
You
things
see
too. A
these
lot of people I know
transform,
have done
sending
it.
out all these little fiery sparks as all the thorns burst
Still alive,
into
is he
the
really?
body,
Oh,
which
I am
then
wrong.
diminish and burn away.
Jake the Snake is still alive. Oh, maybe was Rowdy Piper? Did he die?
Pew pew.
I'm just gonna tell you all these old wrestlers are dead that are actually alive.
Wait. 13.
13 just hits. Have you, JC?
I might be thinking of him.
Okay.
2015? I think I'm thinking of Rowdy Piper. But Jake the Snake was around his time. So Jake the Snake is alive and well. Diamond Dallas Page probably saved his life.
First and kind of gets caught into its form before it eventually gets expelled.
I forget.
This tiny flaming
Obliterator would be a good
that
name.
ends your
Yes, the ab.
Alright.
Michael, could you
That
look
brings
that
us
up
to
for us?
Tiberius.
What is the P90X ab routine called? Because I know it was like the ab-tastical.
10 points of
I
fire
don't know, it was something-
5 from the flames that are burning
What is
in
it?
your body.
Ab Ripper. The Ab Ripper. There you go. Thank you, Michael.
and,
It was P90X Ab Ripper.
I turned to the.
If you do the Ab Ripper workout on
Do you really
P90X,
need me to do this?
for 1 month you will be
I asked the
a
question.
Greek god or goddess.
Currently, the elemental is just in the middle of.
Is that they don't talk. They don't talk.
Yeah,
It's flaming mass.
Worth a shot.
Flaming mass. Oh, and I never put the clock up.
Yeah,
It is there, but I just never put it back. I know you guys have probably told me before. What?
Fine, so I just go.
You guys have probably told me before about the sleigh and lay
my
thing,
finger.
but I was watching those before and I didn't understand it, and I literally thought they were like
rolls an 18.
downscaled models of things you could buy. When I saw the Kraken with the ship, I was like, oh my god, is that a new model I could buy? And everyone was like slaying or laying it, but I thought they were saying whether or not they would buy it or not. And I was like, oh, I'm totally in. I will definitely do that. And then I'm like, oh, I think I just admittedly said I would bang a Kraken with a ship.
32.
32
Is that what I did,
ice damage
Michael?
reduced in half.
Possibly.
So, 16 points of ice
What
damage
happened?
and is currently
Oh.
grappled.
Oh, okay, so the ship isn't part of my... I don't have to deal with it. The Kraken just has it.
Its fire form
After the fact, it is much different.
keeps itself
I love it.
fluid and
I want that
I will
giant
use,
toy.
2 sorcery points to quicken a spell and use my cantrip control flame to.
And I already have the next
juggling
thumbnail
from
for
that.
episode
That was
23,
called
as you guys can see, on the intro screen.
Tiberius, you gather the
And
fire off
Tiberius,
your body.
aka Orion, is the cover thumbnail.
Vox Machina
Yeah.
begins to laugh.
I'll
And
say
it's
you are
called
no
the
longer on fire.
Rematch. I don't know what that's related
Pull
to.
the fire from your torso.
But the
and
episode's
now
called The
toss it around in
Rematch.
the middle of the elemental plane of
Next
fire.
one coming up.
Will somebody end this, please?
As the elemental's turn,
I would imagine
it
this is
turns
going to end
angrily
very, very
towards,
soon.
You trying to shoot it constantly with the ice blast. Rushes forward.
We are getting more and more
immediate speed, darts
better
in front of you,
minis and more props
attacking
on the
twice,
battle
that is a
maps.
2.
Like as we go on,
total
things
of
are
8 and
gradually
19.
getting better.
It's a.
Oh,
it's
is that
a
what it is?
19. I'm gonna spend a grit point and say that doesn't hit.
Gunslinger's dodge.
Yeah, I'm gonna Gunslinger's dodge.
Alrighty.
Gunslinger's
Swipes out for
dodge.
you. You spend your grip point. Just dodge out of the way. Slow mo.
How many grip points does
Giant
Tal'dorei
thing.
have, aka Percy?
What bit of scruff you had on your chin is now slowly withered away and burned into
People-
pretty hair.
People want to fuck the Kraken. I mean,
His turn.
who doesn't?
Person
Sometimes
type,
clever.
Immediately have your
I think
action.
at one point
I'm
everybody
going
wants
to-
in on that.
Just unload into its body. I know I'm at
Each
a
tentacle
disadvantage because
on
I'm that
a
close,
Go for it.
but I'm
cephalopod
unloading.
as
three attacks with
neurons, so literally
Attacks with disadvantage.
a kind of its own.
Was that a
How
20?
shocked are all of you that I
17,
knew
but
what
it's okay 'cause I
cephalopod
have
was?
disadvantage, so that's a
Based on
21.
my horrible pronunciation of everything, cephalopod. I just know what that is. That's the only reason I know how that's said.
Ooh, that's a good one.
26.
Wow.
So
Pretty good.
it's
So three shots.
What is it? 5 for what?
1 plus
Oh, for grip points? 5 grip points for Percy. Michael is over here doing the
26.
numbers whenever I have a question. 5 grip points for the good
35 points. of damage.
Tal'dorei, aka Percy.
Dope.
35 points of damage, not too shabby. Oh. Is it going to go
Each
down?
one blasts through.
I think that might be it.
Elemental form shimmers, and you can see now the druid
There is our druid.
kind of lands on his knees, looks up at you, gives you a quick little smile.
Yeah, see, I like that. What did
At
I
this
say?
point, you
I
guys
said we
hear
won't get fire abilities, but maybe we'll get a nice little smile, and he
rolling,
literally
tumbling,
gave us
angry,
a nice
fiery
little
sound
smile. I did
that
not
you glance over and you
even
can
know
see
that, and I am
the
psychic. All I wanted was a
is
smile or a
really upon
handshake.
you at this
So
point
we
in
got a
time.
nice little smile from the druid.
At this juncture, you guys can continue to fight if you want to, but you can see Sir Konos is looking over and looks at the rest of you and we should go. Now.
Yes.
Yes.
We should go now.
Complete the mission? Is the mission complete?
I'm pretty sure we succeeded. I feel like that was- You have succeeded.
Okay.
You great, amazing
Touches
warriors.
down, he immediately turns into a giant eagle, swoops and grabs you, Pike, and heads towards the
we should
exit.
run. I guess it's time to go.
It's time to go.
We should go. Yes.
I dropped
Time to go.
my, No, I'm gonna.
I dropped
keep
my,
water form.
Okay. What's the speed on it?
Yeah, but Keyleth is a water elemental
Same
still,
speed as normal
right?
would
That's her.
All right. So
Gigantic
as you guys
water
begin
elemental.
charging back in the direction you came from, kind of
I
dodging
mean,
the lava pulses as you
it is
come.
crazy
The
how
storm begins rolling
Keyleth
in,
was
you can see
not
it's a
even
full,
on my
like, that scene
radar
where Mad Max
for
movie
season
that
1 of
just
Vox Machina, the
like that,
animated.
just pouring into
And she grew on me,
you guys
and by
running.
season 3,
You get about
Keyleth like
halfway there, about 10
catapulted
minutes into this run
towards the top
forward,
of the
heat
ranks.
grows so intense
But
that you
in
can feel
this,
it now
I
burning
really
inside
do
of you.
enjoy
Yeah, I
Keyleth.
dropped
I feel like she
my
didn't get as
own
much
form.
as a representation in the first season of Vox as she should
try and
have, based
ahead of
on what
us,
we're seeing
try
here.
and
But
get
I mean,
like a tunnel,
they didn't
try and
incorporate
air
this into the
heat
story yet.
down.
Okay. That
Like this was
helps a
all
little
they
bit
went
because you
over
guys
all this in the
overlay as you're
animator,
pushing
right? Like
forward.
it was. This
The
already
storm
happened, right? All
blows
this.
over you entirely, and now darkness comes in. You can see what little.
Yeah,
it feels
that
you're
they
in the
just like
center
kind
of
of
the
because I remember
tunnel.
Pike
There's
and
light
like
somewhat,
Pike was already
but
at the
your vision
church
is obscured about
and
5
coming
feet
to
ahead of you,
meet
and you
us,
think
kind
you're
of
heading in
thing.
the right direction towards the portal. You can see roughly as Serkonos is carrying.
Oh,
you
so they
through the
just really
storm.
tightened it
I
up.
need everyone to go ahead and make a Constitution. check.
Could I do a mass cure wound before I go? Because I was gonna do that right
Alright.
last minute.
You currently are.
He
being
was
held off
level
against the
11
rest of the
at this
party,
point.
unfortunately.
I had an
You get
audible
asked them to
book
drop
where
your
the
weapon.
lady pronounced it
What are
Kephalopod.
we rolling for?
Constitution.
Like I'd almost look like Kafka. Is it Kef? No, it's Kephalopod.
Okay.
For the whole
Alright, so
book.
21.
How
22.
dare they? Kephalopod.
9.
That is ridiculous. RD. Ah, the
we were
Dragonborn
All right.
before things went
You
cray.
guys keep pushing forward. For you guys,
Keyless
the
part
sheer
is
amount of
major
heated ash
condensed.
is
RD,
starting
are
to
you
pour in
new?
your lungs,
I don't
even
think
though
I've seen
Keyless is
RD
keeping a
before.
tunnel ahead of you.
RD, if you're new, welcome.
Yeah.
We're here every
All of you
Friday
suffer, 10
watching
points
this
of
greatness that
fire
is Vox
damage.
Machina.
This was Serkonos.
Can I use my stones?
Sir Konos.
Animated.
You can.
This
yes,
is Sir Konos. Michael is showing me Sir
Can
Konos.
I'm gonna ask
case
for
you all
Frosty, and I'm
didn't
gonna do
know.
mass cure wounds.
I dig him.
Okay, you guys.
He looks like a Native American
you don't know.
badass tribe guy or something.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Wait. It's good.
No, I'm okay. I got back.
It's weird because apparently the
you shut
they
off
lost
that
the
damage.
signal.
You don't heal past it. You just shut off that
Critical
damage.
Role lost their signal.
So you take
There
your-
is no top
Alright.
room anymore.
So, as you guys are racing
Maybe
forward,
that's
racing
why.
forward,
Does that have to do with
racing
why the
forward,
episode ended?
The storm is still blowing, and you can hear
See that? That's
Serkonos
weird. Vox
shouting as a hawk.
that's not me,
Kind of
everybody.
adding
That
beacon
is
of noise
that is on their
trying to
end,
listen to
clearly.
the suit. Since you're leading the way, Keyleth, I want you to go ahead and make a survival check.
I was gonna say, can I use my Wanderer ability where I think I get like.
Mind you, we're also there's only about 10 or 12 minutes left.
Just says survival. I think
It's
I get,
totally
like,
Jay's fault.
advantage.
I literally was like, who said that? Oh,
Go for it.
there's we got about 10 or 12 minutes left in this episode.
Okay, 14. No, sorry. I rolled a 14. 24.
24. Like and subscribe, everybody, if you have
Keep a
not.
focused direction on both where Serkonos is going and keeping a
Serkonos is a cool character. Yeah, I dig him. Mods are silencing people.
Not getting lost in this darkened
Silence.
storm, thankfully. Slowly ahead of you, Keyleth,
Oh,
you begin to
we're
see
back.
what looks like
Top
the
shelf's
slowly
back.
rotating portal that you guys step through.
We're almost there.
We're almost there, everybody. So this is going to close out the episode, clearly. I mean, I would guess there's probably enough time for us to get out of here and have Serkonos be like, yo,
21.
you did good, everyone's glorious, here's some smiles all around.
8.
19.
All right, everyone below a 15.
Fuck.
You take,
If anybody goes
12
down,
points of fire damage.
oh, now the top
as
screen
the
froze.
balloon
Now the top
into your
screen
lungs,
froze on their end. It went out,
the
and now it's
tunnel is
froze.
helping reduce the DC of the roll.
It looked like
to a certain
Travis or
extent.
someone was about to say
It's a
shit,
very
like they were
dangerous
gonna
storm.
die or
Every-
go
essentially
unconscious,
every
and now it went
minute
black
passes
again.
that you're in it.
Can I use a hit dice to heal myself at all?
You need a,
No, you
you need a
gotta
short
rest.
rest to get there. You guys just make your way.
Man, we were
you
having,
outscorch-
or they are
outscorch the
having
portal
some
and you
strong
leap
technical
through.
difficulties up there.
As one by one you all jump into this portal, the druids falling behind, the sense of falling becomes this jettison motion as you are
The
shoved
Twitch
into
Bros
the air
were treating
out of
Keyleth
the
as
portal
just the DM's
and landing
girlfriend
about 15
who
feet,
didn't
20 feet
belong
from
there.
The fall.
How
I need all
dare
you guys
they?
to make an acrobatics
The
check.
early days of Geek and Sundry were glitchy. Yeah, I think that's the first time I ever saw
Can I use my
major
my
glitchy.
saving
Oh, now
throw
it froze
roll that I
again.
get once
Like
a-
It's a skill check.
It's a skill check.
we
Can
also
I-
did have the remaster ones, but I don't remember it glitching this bad yet. But it could do it again. I'm sure you're right. 4 hours is usually the top length of a Critical Role episode. Yeah, we've had. I think the finale of campaign, because we've done campaign 2 already. We've done it the entire campaign 2.
5.
If you are new to this,
19.
or new to us,
All right.
but
Percy, Tiberius.
some of the episodes in there
Vax,
would.
Andromeda,
I think the finale was like
I'll take
5 or
3
6 or
points of
7
damage
or
from the fall.
1,000 hours.
Whack! You've hit the ground around this open lava crevasse, smacking onto your
Air
ground,
out of
looking
you.
up into the air. Catching your
We
first gasp
made it through.
of relatively clean air.
Keyleth is a fantastic
Compared
character.
to where
Honestly,
you
I
just
feel like
were.
Marisha played some of
You
the
heard the rumbling
best
sound.
developing characters.
The
Others
lava
feel a lot
spiral
more
begins to close off.
molded by Kiki,
Mass cure wounds.
Bo, and Blank.
All right.
What about my
Or so
sister?
I can't know the third one. The third one I do not know yet, unless Marisha's third character is named Blank. That would be amazing. I almost
Oh, you rolled a one?
don't want to know. Don't ever tell me.
You rolled a one.
I'm gonna wait till campaign
you
3
take
to
it.
see if Keyleth's character's name in
that's
campaign
it?
3 is Blank.
Wow.
So Magma is
Easy to
underground.
get us confused though, because we look so similar.
Magma. Hot magma.
33 guys, 33.
Did I still don't think we've seen Ninja Master. Ninja, if you're out there,
Cinder storm that's
I hope
building
you're
out like
alive
a
and
giant, just stack of black smoke and burning embers slowly fades away. The portal closing off entirely. As the molten rock pool comes to rest, Serkonos is now standing out, covered in soot like the rest of you.
Konos.
And he steps
That's a
forward
cool name
and
too.
releases his hand
Isn't
out towards Keyleth. as
I
you're
think
sitting on
I'm
the
thinking
ground
of
from the fall.
Kronos. What's Kronos from? Isn't
Lifts
that
you
the
up to your
god,
feet.
like a Greek god or like
Looks you in the
a
eye.
Titan? A Titan.
You have the blessing of the Pyra behind you.
We have it. That was that. Oh, it was that easy. I thought he was gonna give us like a whole hell of a rundown, but we're in.
your aramente, knowing we acknowledge your wisdom and ability.
Thank you, Serkonos. Brother.
Reaches his hand out and kind of clasps it. Lifts you to your feet.
I hear some of them say Serkonis.
At this point,
Is it
you turn to one of
Serkonos
the
or
nearby
Nit?
druids.
Or you can, what is it?
The druid steps forward, presenting
So
a black
oh, it is,
orb
okay.
about that big of like blackened rock that has red veins of pulsing energy. arcing
Kronos
through it,
was
like
the
a bolt
father of the
lightning marking a
gods.
single moment in time.
Ate his kiddos.
This is
I
a
do
strong
kind of remember
story.
that. Wasn't that in Wrath of
Rare
the Titans?
Within the
The
realm
sequel to Clash of the Titans? I believe Kronos was in that.
But a handful over generations.
Like, I think that was the Titan they fought at the
Returned with
end.
them. This one is yours, Keyleth. To use yourself or bequeath to an ally. When crushed by the hands of one, their fists shall burn with the fury of an Ifrit.
A Freet.
As long as you wish.
Isn't that the god, Ifrit? Like I-F-R-I-T?
The choice is yours. Who this
It
blessing
was
is
spelled
given.
weird in the subtitles. I don't know if that's something different.
Thank you. This is a great honor.
Saw the actual painting of that when I studied abroad in Spain.
You're welcome to
Kronos
stay.
eating his children. In God of War game, also mentioned in Percy. Oh, maybe I'm thinking of Percy
The rest
Jackson.
might be in order.
Because I did watch all the Percy Jackson. Wasn't that your choice, Michael? No? Who was Percy Jackson?
S'mores? That's a great idea.
Blue Cloud 57 has just joined us. How are you? I didn't like that. They have put membership for Age of
We can
Umbra?
offer some. It is
Membership for Age of Umbra.
Water begins
Sirconis,
spewing forth
lover
from
of
the
a
mouth.
good dick joke. You gotta love a good dick joke.
All the steam is rising up as it hits
The
the ground.
Efreet
Heat in the vicinity.
Are like fire genies in D&D. Oh, so that is different. Efriti? How do you say it?
The other
Efriti?
druids kind of step forward.
Yeah, I thought it was
Cursing
infrared,
themselves.
like in Final Fantasy. I'm sure it's in 100 other things too. But INFRIT, I think it is infrared.
They all take out their cups and kind of fill from it. You all drink.
Cheers.
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 They take the small like cups they have off to the side. They cheer to you.
Cheers, everybody! Cheers. Let's cheers. I'm drinking water, even though, for all you know, it could be a gigantic mug full of vodka, and I'm just crazy.
So Kronos gives a nod and kind of rubs your shoulder.
Cheers. Michael is cheersing as well. I can confirm it.
The wounds of my helpers in your test. Do as you see fit. Leave when you feel comfortable.
Ifrit.
And good luck.
Ifrit. I thought there was like an I at the end.
Salute, and I say, Kai Tiaki, brother.
I bow to him.
Princess. He turns around and steps back towards the forest.
Your people.
Yeah, they didn't start out that way though. I mean, they didn't start out bad, but they scared the crap out of us. Sealed us in a stone
It is
tomb, so to speak, and then had bows drawn looking like they were gonna do us in. I can't really watch their live streams since I live in the UK. Could get into a whole lot of art museums, etc. with my international student ID, and I took advantage of it.
Tomorrow, please. But where do you need
My
to
neck
go
is getting stiff from working out yesterday. My body's got to adapt back into heavy weightlifting routines.
in Aquas. But they're
Aptly named.
back on another continent. So,
Well, that's good. I don't think we can take another one right now, anyway.
no.
Rest is
I'm doing pretty good, actually. I'm kind of ahead schedule.
Head of schedule.
Pretty good.
I see Colvin is having drinks. What is that third one?
We'll say for this.
What's the middle one? Just pouring it out?
For all of you guys
pouring
watching,
one out?
consider this lengthy episode a gift for the fact that we won't be doing this next week.
It's
So
over.
we'll be out of town, but you rest for a bit.
Wait,
You
this
eventually
isn't
find your way
Christmas
back
too,
down
is
to
it?
The base of the mountain range. Your horses have not been touched, though they are a little hungry. An uneventful.
I'm not
journey
gonna stop
takes
it
you
yet,
back
everybody.
to
I'm just
Vax'ildan,
curious.
where over the past 6 or 7 days of travel, Pike, you come to find that the curse has been lifted from the Temple of Saren Ray.
The curse has been lifted from the Temple of Saren Ray. We are all glorious. It is. Oh, it's December 4th. Okay. So this is December 4th, 2015. So Michael's right. The next one is
To guide
Christmas.
them in their worship, you've become a very important figure to them, and they welcome your return to the temple.
Ah.
What if I just want
All right, Ashley Johnson. Talk to the producers of Blind Spot. I think I talked about this last week, but Blind Spot has been in the top 10 shows on Netflix for like the last week or two. Bidet to my good friend Neil. Neil. Cheers to Neil. Everybody say hi to Neil. I think we're finishing up this episode, Neil, but we're jumping into episode 23. We got at least an hour and a, oh no, I think we got an hour and a half left. Hour and a half left. Neil, once Neil says hi, I'm overwhelming Neil with salutes and I'm already showering him with questions. Neil, where were you? Yes, where were you, Neil? Neil, did you see F1 yesterday? I went and saw F1. I totally forgot to talk to people about this. I went and saw F1 twice yesterday. It was so amazingly good. I saw it in Dolby. And then I went and saw it in IMAX right after. It was a phenomenal movie. I want to cry. It was the greatest thing ever. No, it wasn't the greatest thing ever, but it was really good. And on the way home, 3 times, I'm not even kidding, on the way there 1 time and on the way home 2 times. So 3 times altogether. It played on the radio, Smooth Operator. And me and Neil, whenever we hang out and see a movie, we go to the bar after, and Neil will play without fail. Every time we go to the bar, one of the first songs Neil plays on the jukebox is Smooth Operator. And it played like 3 times. I've never heard it on the radio so many times in my life while going to the movies. And I was like, is the radio telling me I should go find Neil and watch this with him? I feel like the radio was telling me this movie was so good that I should have been with Neil, and Smooth Operator was what brought us together. I haven't seen it. I was going to ask you if you wanted to see it. Neil, I will go again. Tomorrow, Neil, you want to maybe we'll go tomorrow?
Can she use it oh, well, she already
What
has
is it?
that. I'll keep it safe.
Oh,
You can keep taps on.
I'm going to see
It
that.
doesn't affect the weapon if you're holding it. It's only like physical attacks, like punches.
Yeah,
claws,
it was
anything like that are affected by
I will definitely go again. I was telling Lauren too. I'm like, Lauren, I know you're not into that kind of movie, but it's like, I don't know who wouldn't like this movie. I feel like anybody could like this movie because it was just like a wholesome
trinket. Anyone
like underdog story, and I feel like you'd have to be an evil, horrible person to not love a wholesome, and Brad Pitt's in it. How do you not love a wholesome underdog story starring Brad Pitt? That is produced by Jerry Bruckheimer and is shot for $500 million probably.
Thank you guys for your patience. Thank you, crew, for your patience.
Neil, I'll let you know, but
wanted to give Ashley a proper.
I told Michael, Lauren's coming over after this, and I'm gonna figure out what my weekend's like. But there is a good chance tomorrow I might be able to, and I will go again.
That is awesome.
I went to New Brunswick, Neil. The reason I didn't hit you up is I had to go to the arcade, and then I had to go to Route 1 to go drop something off. And by the time I was there, I'm like, I don't have anything to do the rest of the day. And I had no real desire to see F1. I was like, I'm sure it'll be a good movie, but I wasn't like, we're gonna pause it now. I was thinking like, we're gonna switch to the next episode, but until yesterday, I didn't really care one way or the other if I saw F1 in theaters. I knew it would be worthy of IMAX just because it was like, it's that kind of movie, kind of like a Top Gun with the airplanes or something like that, but in cars. But I was like, I only went because I just happened to be in the right place at the right time, and I was blown away. It was phenomenal. I would say it is almost as good as Top Gun Maverick, and I think Top Gun Maverick is one of the best movies in the last 10 years. I raved about that when that came out. And this is the same guy, same director that did Top Gun Maverick, and whatchamacallit. I mean, it was the same feels. It had the same feels, same, the music, the feel, everything was so very close to Top Gun Maverick, but in race cars. And I don't know if anybody heard this, but last night when I came home, I don't even think I said this to Michael yet, one of my favorite movies of all time, I've told you guys, is Days of Thunder. Days of Thunder with Tom Cruise, one of my favorite movies of all time. I'd probably put it in my top, it's easily in my top 100. It'd probably be in my top 50, but I'd really have to narrow it down because there's just too many movies. But Days of Thunder, I've seen 1,000 times, one of my favorite Tom Cruise movies of all time, next to The Last Samurai. I think Top Gun Maverick, Last Samurai, Days of Thunder are probably my go-tos. But all that being said, because the director that did Top Gun Maverick did F1, he is very good friends with Tom Cruise. Brad Pitt is very good friends with Tom Cruise because they did Interview with a Vampire and they've been friends forever, from what I was told. So they did an interview together with Jerry Bruckheimer and said if F1 is as successful as they think it is, they're going to cross over F1 and Days of Thunder and literally make a sequel to both movies that is going to be in the same world and have Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise battling against each other in some like crazy race or something like that. I go look it up. There's 100 articles on it. Like when I saw it last night, I'm like, is that rumors? And there's like videos all over with Jerry Bruckheimer and other people talking, and they might make Days of Thunder is a banger. Now imagine, go see F1. I was telling Jesse, I still think Days of Thunder, F1 was phenomenal. I think Days of Thunder did it a little better, or maybe it's the nostalgia in me, but it's very close. F1 was almost the same place as Days of Thunder for me, but I just think, I don't know, I'd have to see F1 a couple more times. But Days of Thunder is one of my favorites, so it's like almost like I'm biased. But that being said, just the fact that I'm even thinking they're in the same realm of existence, to have both of them collide and have a sequel, and they said if it did happen, it'd be in the next 3 years, and that would mean Tom Cruise would be like 66 or 67, and it would be 40 years. I think Days of Thunder came out in 1990, I want to say. So it would be, if say it did 3 years, it would almost be the 40th anniversary of Days of Thunder. So it would legitimately be like the greatest thing ever, and we could all just die the day after, and it wouldn't matter because the world is perfect. 6 away from 25. Everybody, we need 6 more likes. We're almost to 25. I'm going to kick in episode 23, but we're going to go to wherever we need to be to get past the intro. I think Vero said, did you not say? I think Vero said they have the timestamps for everything. So I got to change the thumbnail up here too. All right, so I'll wait and see if Vero has the
1334.
1334, blah, 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 1334. Here we go. All right. I have it muted right now because I just still want to blow your ear. Well, not that you blow your ears out, but we're not going to start yet. 1334. Everybody get ready to set your clocks. 1334. All right, we're in. 1334. Let me change this. 0, 13, 34. Set the time. Oh, I got to stop this one first. Stop that time. Reset. Set the time. All right, new clock. New clock. Let me change the thumbnail over on OBS so people don't jump in and be like, what is this madness? All right, where are you? Boop, boop, boop. Boop. I might have to change the size. Yeah. So for some reason, I couldn't find a full-sized one of this episode. So we're just going to have to measure it as best we can and fit it in there. I think that's good. Looks good enough to me. Orion is in, and we are ready to go. But we're going to sit tight for a second. Get everybody ready on the same page so everything is ready to go. Do your things, everybody. What does OBS stand for? Oh boy. Shucks. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm honestly not sure. I've never looked it up. And if I did, I totally forgot. Ninja Master is in the chat. I didn't see him. Oh, there he is. Bidet family. I was going to say, I see people saying hi to Ninja, but I didn't see him. Had anyone seen Tealbird in a bit? No.
Not active.
Not active?
But she's been around.
Better?
She's been around.
Oh, she's been around. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Mike said she's been around. I for a sec, when you said it, there's a couple people. I've said this before. Like, I haven't seen. I mean, people dip in and out just to say hi, and they're like, "We'll see you." Like the dude. The dude is like, "I'll see you guys." Like maybe whether it's work related or they're just not into the first 20 or 30 Vox Machina episodes. Callisto Warrior Queen, the Hiking Viking, the Northern Lion, Shane Barron, Little Paramore, like all these people that used to be every week. I think Shane Barron jumps in every now and then, but I haven't seen Little Paramore. I haven't seen Callisto on Amy and David France, but they had a baby. So, I mean, that's understood. And they're usually, even before the baby, they were a lot of times just kind of lingering in the back.
Peter answered.
OBS is the program to record open broadcaster software. There you go. Open broadcaster software. I use it to clip the cooldown. The cooldown. No, haven't seen Tealbird. Blah, blah, blah. But yeah, there's like, I would say there's, if I thought about it, there's probably like a good dozen people, if not more, that were in these every week with us, which is probably why we were hitting 50. Like towards the end of campaign 2, we were hitting 50 likes like without a problem. Like I think there was like a 3-month span where we didn't once not hit 50 likes, but we had like double the amount of people on a weekly basis. And they willingly did say, we'll see you like what, in the 30s? I feel like they said.
After Orion, usually.
Yeah, pretty much after Orion, because he, right here, see him in this thumbnail? That's probably the last time you'll ever see him. Does he ever get a thumbnail again? Maybe a group one. Maybe we'll get a group one from Orion. But this episode, we're going to go to the break, everybody. So the break is at, right here, you can see it on the bottom. The break is at 1:45. So we got to 1:45, which gives us about an hour and a half. So we got an hour and a half, and we're going to get rolling. So everybody get ready. Thumbs me up. People.
Cheers to Shane Barron.
What? Oh, Shane Barron's there. Shane Barron. I'm here licking. I thought it said licking my cat. I'm here lurking. My cat had 4 kittens. They are chaos demons. I literally, from my distance, my eyesight is horrible. I thought it says, I'm here licking my cat. And I was like, honestly, that wouldn't have surprised me if Shane did say it, because I would have just assumed it was a funny joke and he wasn't really licking his cat. Or maybe he's licking his cat, but it's not even that. So, Shane, I said, and I did say the only one of those names I said that I do see is Shane Barron. So there's Shane Barron, and I didn't see anybody else jump out of the oh, and Ace. Ace is sometimes lurking, our other moderator. So Ace might be back there, but I feel like Ace would have already said, "What's up? I'm here." But sometimes Ace only does it if I shout him out by name. So now that I just shouted Ace out by name, maybe he'll go, "View, I'm here. I'm just hanging." Because, you know, Michael and Vero usually got everything under control. 3 more to go. 3 more to 25. Oh, yeah, look at that. We're almost to 25 likes, and we're not even 30 minutes. Well, we're like an hour in, but we're only 30 minutes into. There he is. Look at that. There's Ace. I knew it. I was like, if I keep Ace, I always know you're out there. I'm just going to always assume you're out there, and I just did now, and it always seems to be the case. So, Ace, obviously, the Azure Sky, the Azure Sky is always around. Who am I forgetting? I feel like there's Star. Oh, yeah, where's Star been? Just busy? All right, just busy people. One day, we're all going to get together when everyone starts loving every episode, and we're going to easily have, like, if we could hit 25 likes by 30 minutes in, then once we get all of our family back together on the good episodes, it should be no problem. And yay to kittens. Yes, yay to kittens for Shane Barron. They're chaos demons, but I mean, they are still kittens, and kittens are amazing. 5 left. Oh, wait, 5 left. No, we're 1 away. 1 away. When we hit 1 more like, we're not going to start until we hit 25 likes. That's my rule now, because we're so close. Oh, Marion Ravenwood's here?
Not yet.
Oh, I see Marion. Oh, yeah, Marion. Oh, you're saying Marion. Marion doesn't join us because she's at work now. Now that she's working, she's in California. So she said the only time she could jump in is if our live streams go past like 7:30, 8 o'clock. So that will happen in this case. She gets out of work at 8 o'clock our time. It's 5 o'clock in California. So yeah, you're right. Marion is like hit or miss, but only because of work. Sometimes she gets out early. Sometimes she'll have the day off or whatever. But most of the time, Marion's at work, and we hit 25. We're officially at 25 likes, I think. We're Star. Michael said Star's around, but just been busy. So Star, we have tabs on these people. We just don't have them in the chat. But Marion will jump in about an hour. We have an hour and a half left. Marion will jump in around 8 o'clock. So in about an hour, we'll probably see Marion. But we are officially halfway, everybody. 25 likes. If we get to 50, I will definitely do the bonus time. So bonus time is in effect if 24 likes is made. I'm just doing shit, so I'm listening, but have hands full, so the phone is down. I know you've got excited mods watching. Oh, excellent. Excited. I'm like, I mean, it could be excited too. You got excellent mods watching, so I get to just listen and enjoy Ace. That is why you're there. You were put there. Well, you were put there because you're a glorious person that let me have your assistance. But you'll come in as a backup, I guess, in the clutch situation if needed. But you get some work done. You do your thing, multitask and listen in and do your stuff. We're gonna jump in though. We're jumping in because it is an hour and a half left and it's 7 on the dot. We are officially halfway to 50. Everyone get ready. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. And I have to unmute it.
As you all awaken the next morning within the guild hall itself, your journey and
we are in to episode 23. We're making work of this. Honestly, it feels to me like a month or two ago we started this, and we're already into the 20s, which means we've almost been doing this a half a year. By the time we hit episode 26,
All you had to have rolled was like a 9 or anything other than a 0. That's all you
oh,
had to do.
yeah.
Any other case that would be.
All you had to do is roll anything but what you
You
rolled.
would have just gotten like the most broken artifact ever. You've rolled
Yeah.
200s.
You would have gotten a
sorry.
holy beard, some sort of.
A holy
With a
beard.
tiny methodical squeak, your pores produce.
But yeah, like 3 more episodes. We're already a half a year in to campaign 1 because you guys know the deal. We've been doing 1 a week without fail. Even the week we missed, we made up for. When I went to Little Shop of Horrors,
Well oiled.
we made up for that week. So we have done on average 1 full episode of Critical Role per week.
It's still 24 hours since you had the feast, right?
What?
It still counts till that same
No,
time.
because the travel
Did I miss one?
took about 2.5, 3 days. So
Oh, did I? Oh, maybe I did. Maybe I'm wrong then. Apologies.
Been washed from your system.
Oh, the food. Oh, maybe there was one I missed.
Like a piece of.
Got a ways to go to hit 85, which is the end of the animated stuff. We're making good time, and one of the episodes was a Q&A, which we skipped. I think there's a couple more, too. And I said coming up is also much shorter episodes. Like, on the horizon, they do get a little shorter for the next, like, 10 or so, and then they go back to, like, 4 hours.
Feminine companionship. Or other types of companionship.
The spy camp tech came in
But
handy.
upon leaving, realized that your party had left.
If I wanted to post 25 likes, wait. If I wanted to post 25 links to my butthole, specific OnlyFans, how would I do that? Clever. I do not know the answer to this amazing question you just presented.
Where have you guys been? Around? What? Wait, what?
Oh, and Ashley Johnson's gone. They officially said goodbye last episode for I don't know how much longer.
What are you talking about? Why didn't
I don't know. Maybe don't even tell me. It's probably a while. Daryl Hill, what is up? What's up? It's been a while. How's it going, Daryl Hill? How are you, my friend? Good to see you. Don't forget to throw your like up on the channel. We're halfway to 50. Hour and a half to go, and we're halfway to 50.
didn't lead with Pike, though.
So
You
keep
should've
liking,
said
everybody.
Pike.
There's honestly, there's a good chance we hit the 50 likes today. If we're already at 25,
I mean, I was
with an
having
hour and a
fun
half left,
time, but I would have
it's
dropped
very
everything to be
doable.
with Pike.
Well, a Stormwind likes to finish a sentence, and I apparently didn't start the sentence correctly for you to hold your attention long enough.
Don't bury the lead. Pike first. Always Pike first.
Right, sorry.
I wasn't even at a brothel.
I was...
Also, I think I've
walked
said this
towards the
before,
brothel, but then I
but
bumped into Zara, remember?
being as
Zara?
Orion's on the thumbnail, I sometimes this hasn't worked out, but I feel like sometimes the thumbnail is focusing more so on the character that is focused on that episode.
Me and a couple of tieflings.
But also, I don't think I've ever seen Orion by himself, so they might have just by default felt like they should put him in the mix. Or this episode is very Tiberius,
Make a,
it's not,
this would be an insight.
so that's just a random thing. I think they just felt bad. They're like, well, we gotta put him up there someday.
You are enthralled by his tail. Your elbows are on the edge of the bed.
We ain't hitting 50, don't get your hopes up. But clever, you are number one in the chat. You have to make it happen. You are the king, you have the crown, you have to have our people get to 50.
Out of great PG night.
Be right back. Running into the dispensary. Ninja, good luck with
Except I
that.
would have dropped everything to come
Get
to
all the
see
goodies.
The woman I love, the woman of my dreams, the woman I will
You
marry.
want
and
the
bear
goodies? You know you want the
I
goodies.
don't know if she'll bear mine or I'll
I don't know
bear
if I've ever
hers.
heard you say that out
Yes,
loud.
how does it work with gnomes?
What movie is that from? Michael, do you know?
Yes, I've never seen a gnome.
I'm pretty sure the quote is, you know you want the
Would it help
goodies.
if there were trolls?
I'm not 100% sure on that,
Alright,
though.
so
But I
if there
thought
were
of it
trolls,
right
it would be
away
better.
when I said goodies.
There weren't trolls, but if there had been, it would have
Well,
been
at
better.
least we're all together again.
We got to meet
We
my
can-
family.
Wait, what?
And along with the
I missed
goodies
everything.
was a G5.
couple of
What did you
points,
do for all
but
the
you
days
know.
we've been gone now?
This was a long
Or
slog.
Orion just puts his foot in his mouth enough this episode.
We just
Or
kept
that
going and going.
RD. That is
At one point I was like,
very
okay,
likely
let's
as
see.
well.
Oh, we're
Well,
there's
it's
another
more
meal.
likely
Okay,
now
I'll
that
stick around for another
that
day.
Michael
And we
confirmed
just
that
kept
he is
going
not.
and going.
That this is not a Tiberius-centric episode. It is way more likely that it's because of
My
that.
toenails. Oh, good.
That's a pretty cool dragon back there. What's that dragon? Did I not see that before? Is that new?
We connected.
Oh, that dragon. What is it? I want it. Can I have it,
Well, at
Michael?
least we're all back. We
Can
can
I
get on
have
the
it?
flying carpet and go somewhere fun, right?
Well,
Can you go there 10 years in the past and steal it for me?
Who wants to?
Gavin, you missed everything.
I kind of hate this gamifying comments shit. Game of. Am I reading that right?
To
Gamifying?
explain it.
You're right.
Gamifying?
Where did the flying?
Gamifying?
It's right here.
I opened my bag of holding.
It's just.
And the bear now has a giant helmet. Was that Christmas too? Oh my god, they got the bear a giant helmet.
Here for like 2 minutes and picked it
That's
up.
really far.
Oh, I teleported. I did the thing. I went there, came back.
So they
like
killed
shopping.
the carpet.
Orion's just a little higher than the polarity polarity of.
To make an omelet.
Is that the polarity?
And that's a
Plur.
We fought
I can't.
Dude,
I know what you're saying. I don't know what that word is. Ben
it seems that an enormous
building a
amount of alcohol
deck
has
at
given
my
you some
trailer
perspective. I'm
the
very
last
proud
couple
of you.
weeks, so easy to listen, hard to participate until I stop for a beer and I watch Ace. Sounds amazing. I would love to be drinking a beer and building a deck right now. I'm not even kidding. I love that kind of stuff. I love carpentry and beer drinking and together, especially if I had a grill and I'm like making food.
you could.
I'll go outside and build a whole deck with you. That's how I built my deck. I went out, I was like, we're just gonna grill and drink beers until this deck is done,
I'm
and
gonna take him out of this cage.
I have a deck now.
I'm put him
Jay
on-
wants to sit on Ace's deck.
Speak up.
I love me a good deck. I'll tell you right now. It better be a big deck, cause I ain't sitting on no small decks.
Maybe see if you could perhaps use your medicine
Plurality.
strengths to see what.
I mean,
Plurality?
The hero's feast.
Why does that sound so weird to me? I'm not even high or drunk. Plurality? I don't know. That sounds very bizarre to me.
We didn't have him with us when we had the feast.
No, I got him.
He was with you, but
Oh,
he's not
and I didn't do the
specified.
clock again.
Think of him at the time.
I keep doing it, but I just forget to click it back.
So.
And we're stopping. What was the stop? I think it was 140.
When was the last time we went?
I just want to know. So we have.
Well, okay.
Oh, wait, no.
Here's the thing.
Wait, where
if
was
we're
it?
gonna go home,
Oh, 145. All right, 145.
Grayskull.
right? If we're gonna go home,
Castle
I really,
Grayskull, everybody.
really.
Somebody
like
clip
stuff
that.
like
And pick up our
Yes,
money. I think that's a
it
very
better be a big deck because I don't want a small
I
deck.
say
If
we.
we're going to leave, could I make a small request?
You want to
A
try
small
again.
request. He wants a small request.
I have a bit of a chip on my shoulder.
In all seriousness, though, with all the deck jokes, that's what I told Lauren. I was like, all I want is
Picked a fight.
a movie theater in my. I just want a house that is a movie theater with a deck. That's literally what I want. I don't care how big my bedroom is, how big my bathroom is, how big. I just want a giant living room that it could double as a movie theater.
Hang on. Are we
And
gonna
I
go
love
find paradise
giant
with rules, or are we
outside,
gonna do this
either like a
without rules?
wraparound porch or a deck. I just love sitting outside, drinking a beer. It could be cold, it could be hot. I will accommodate. But I love being outside
Is there like a tavern downstairs?
on a
Or
deck.
Kind of like.
Well, like my old shore house had like
Where they
this
have
7-foot wraparound deck
Within
on
the guild hall,
like every
there is
level,
a kind of a
and
mess
I would
hall
just
area
when I would go
that
down the shore,
near kitchen
I would
have
literally
top,
just
but it's
pour
not like a full tavern.
beverages. Like I'd make sure I had 2 or 3 on backup, and I would just go out and lounge on the bay. I would just sit on the deck and watch the water and the boats.
To see if Keyleth could do anything.
Don't want no short deck. Don't want no short deck.
If I can tell what Lockheed has, like what kind of disease.
Sure, go
That
ahead.
is a famous song, in case anyone didn't know. Short deck is the name of their song.
21.
You can say it. You love big decks.
Looking at Lockheed,
It's my favorite.
feeling
They're my
that
favorite.
this
I like when they're
disease essentially
hard.
comes from a
Hardwood.
continuous
I like the
time
hardwood
of,
decks.
Poor meat being presented as a meal option. It's less of a
Don't be
magical or any sort of
giving me
magical
no
disease. It is just
none of that
something is passing through
recycled
the
plastic
system.
deck shit. I want some hardwood.
Not too emaciated, more than just some bad meat has found its system, which means without treatment over time, his health could diminish. However,
Hardwood
if the food you've been
decks.
feeding him has been of decent
Decks
level
for
of contamination,
days.
it might
Hardwood
could
decks.
Be aided through the use of.
I still haven't established who is RD new, or is it someone with a different
Before we
name?
go on your pummeling journey.
I forget if
fully
RD,
support, 'cause
RD, I still haven't gotten where you're from. I'm curious, because I feel like you're either someone we've known forever with a new name, or someone new, because you're very vocal in the chat, and I want to know more about you. You and your hard deck.
And Taliesin, I do like the idea of going back to Mon.
I just installed a huge deck this week, LOL. Now I don't know if that's a joke, because that could be a sex joke, or that actually could be now if you are actually in the business of building decks, now I just ruined everything that you might have actually been trying to tell me about your week.
She wasn't well. Carry on.
I am an ebony wood deck lover. I mean,
I go
hey,
over to Percival and I
those are rare to come by around where I am.
Oh god.
I have
Sorry, I'm skating.
It's
very,
all right, we didn't touch
very
on that.
natural wood decks over here.
I like the idea of going back to Mon. But before that, I do believe we should go back to Craghammer and
Yes.
collect our gold.
Yes.
Did we say that already?
We did.
Wonderful. I was concerned about Lockheed here.
I really dig that white dragon back there. I don't know if it looks expensive. I don't know if it is. Yeah, I was gonna say it looks expensive, but I dig that. Like I think of all the colors of all the dragons, I like the I don't know if it's an off. I was gonna say I like the less unique or off color dragon, because I feel like most dragons are like darker or like red or blue, or I don't often see that many white dragons. I mean, I've seen them, don't get me wrong. I think we even had them in this a couple times, but I think white dragons might be my favorite, and that is a beautiful, amazing thing back there.
Look over and you catch the image of the distant Goliath.
Like I just got, I don't think I'll show you guys next week. For the magic cards, I think it comes tomorrow in the mail. I got like a binder, like a card binder, and on the cover, it is a giant white dragon. I got a white dragon with like ice stuff. It was like a you'll see it, but it's a binder for the cards. So when we open all these, I can immediately slot them into like pages and not have them sitting around getting damaged. I mean, I have the penny sleeves and stuff too, but I've thought about it and I'm like, even if I put all the cards into these penny sleeves, I'm just gonna have stacks of penny sleeves everywhere. So I have the binder. Coming tomorrow. White dragons in D&D, not the white dragons from DC. Jay's a white dragon supremacist. I only I didn't even think about how that could be taken.
Just to keep a low profile for a while. And I turn around and wave at the
Is it really? Oh, that's see, I didn't even think. Yeah, now that you say it, I remember. Yeah, Michael's saying a white supremacist is a like the KKK, right? White dragon.
Hunter's Mark, one of them.
Or a grand dragon, right?
Did they feel that?
I think it's K. Either way, that is very. I am a white. There's a DC white dragon. I feel like I've seen that. What is that?
Okay. How down?
What is it?
Just a beacon on their heads.
Ah.
Natural 20. What?
Natural 20.
First roll.
Okay.
You're the anti-Whedon as of late. It's kind of amazing. All right. Yeah. You.
That's the Grand Dragon. Yeah, the Grand Dragon. That's what I thought. Grand Wizard, isn't it? Grand, yeah.
As you guys progress following this.
Okay. So there's a Grand Wizard and a Grand Dragon.
Crowd heading through the main
White Dragon.
bazaar area at the center of the quad.
Let's all be highly educated on the Ku Klux
The
Klan.
breeding grounds of Vax'ildan. You can also sense that they are following, though at a good 60-foot distance, kind of keeping an eye on the red-scaled dragonborn that then flew out into the open air, the midday sun.
I live in the super country.
Dragon, his very
they have
dragon-on-dragon action.
I live in the super country.
Into the
they have
area,
flyers.
you can see now the giant,
I'm not sure what that means, but
that are billowing up
I
from
agree.
various blacksmithies, and there's a large industrial iron complex that is used in the mining and reforming of all the weapons and armor that go to the most.
I like verandas. Oh my God, Ninja! Did we joke about this the other day? I feel like the other day I was talking to some. I can't remember if it was the live stream where I was talking about Naked Gun.
No crowd gathered.
Where Leslie Nielsen says, the girl says, would you like to kiss me on the veranda? And he's like, nope, the lips are fine.
I'll have to come back.
But I was just talking to somebody about this when the new Naked Gun trailer came out.
As we were shouting
God,
in the air,
Travis blew my ears out with Kern.
People around you start glancing.
I don't know why, but that was like, I've never forgot that Leslie Nielsen joke. To me, it was like so amazingly perfect. And I was young. I remember being like, oh my God, that is the funniest thing I ever heard.
This mildly, business as usual.
What the fuck's a veranda? I believe it's like
suddenly a few
an upper deck, like a balcony. I always thought it was like a balcony type thing. But it's usually like I don't know, an upper
like a human bar
deck. Yeah, like an upper deck, a balcony, whatever you want to call it.
Philip, are you yelling Kern? And you see this look in his face like,
are you yelling Kern?
Bring me the body of Kern.
Bring me the body of Kern. We need 24 more likes, everybody. 24 more likes. Do we achieve greatness?
I hear Scanlan say that, and I run out and I say, "Fight!"
Fight!
At this point, other members of the tavern are starting to come out, tankards in hand, like, here, what's going on? They see you, it's gonna be a fight at the Crucible! You hear the shouts going off in the nearby house. It's like echoing, like town crier to town crier. You're hearing voices echo throughout the entirety of the braving ground.
Jay, did you see the Toxic Avenger trailer? I think it's just a wraparound porch. Yeah, that's what I think a veranda is just like a wraparound, but I think it's like up. I feel like, I could be wrong, but I feel like Michael said it's like an upper deck. I feel like a veranda is like not ground level, but I could be wrong. I'm actually not sure. I've never actually looked up the exact definition, but it's definitely like an outside deck or balcony, a veranda. But Jay, did you see Toxic Avenger trailer? I saw like 30 seconds of it. Jesse sent it to me, and I started watching it, and then I stopped because I'm like, I don't want to know any more about this because I don't want to spoil it. I think Peter Dinklage was in it. Veranda has a roof. It is a veranda. Is a deck or okay? It is one with a roof on it. It is a deck with a roof. That is a veranda, everybody. But yeah, I saw like 30 seconds of it. It looked pretty good. Those of you who don't know, I'm a massive. What is it? Oh my God, Trauma. I like brain farted. I love Trauma. Since I was like a little kid, I was very much into Trauma, and Toxic Avenger was part of that. So when I saw it, I was like, I just want to see like 30 seconds. I just wanted to get a feel for where they were going with it. And as soon as I saw it, I'm like, okay, this looks good enough for me. I don't need to see any more. And then I never finished it. But I liked it enough where I will definitely be seeing it.
At this point now,
Peter Sinclair, I am so hyped.
Around the outskirts of the Crucible or around you.
Peter Sinclair.
Philip showing down with
a veranda is a porch that wraps around the whole house.
The fashion that you've been following kind of.
Michael said it also might need a roof. It might need a roof. Veranda is like a porch without windows or screens. There you go. A roofed, open-air platform, typically attached to the exterior of a building, often extending along multiple sides. So everyone had like little pieces of it. It is a wrapper, but Ace just gave the full
I wanna
definition.
I wanna pass off.
Maybe make a
Can I
friend.
Yeah, everyone had some of the details. Ace just said the exact same thing as me. Everyone had a little piece of it. I thought it was like, so technically, it doesn't have to be high.
On the ring, does it say
A
attunement?
roof, open air. Oh, open air platform. Yeah, okay. All right. Understood. Understood, everybody. Understood.
Ring of protection.
Yeah, my belt of dwarven kind is the
It
only thing,
just
but
says
that's all.
+2 bonus to AC and saving throw. Requires.
Belt of
So yeah, you have to take
dwarven
time to go ahead
kind.
and attune the magical item. Unfortunately, that won't
Sorry,
That's all right.
You should have taken off running.
Gotcha.
About
Yeah,
20
very, yeah.
minutes pass by as the crowd has now gathered to about 50 to 60 people. Apparently, word of your last battle has gotten around, and now there's this fever.
So I'm chilling on my fucking veranda right now, fam.
Slowly turned to a dribble.
Clever. I love that Clever started that whole conversation with what the fuck's a veranda? And then the conversation ended, well, I guess I'm chilling on my veranda then.
Morpheus is fighting Neo.
Clever, are you really? Because that would be amazing if you actually are chilling on a veranda right now. I half feel like you could be joking, but I also feel like there is a good chance you are chilling on a veranda right now.
He starts to do the hands. Stop it!
I throw him the coin purse and I say,
I do.
I expect to see that. Double when I
What is
get
that?
out. And I jump into the pit before Kern even arrives.
What is Alinea? Is that what that says? Alin?
Series of shouting.
Alinea? I don't even know how you. That I've never seen.
How much is in that coin purse?
Is a full screened-in backyard in Florida?
What?
That can't be right.
I have like a sun porch,
Personal.
stuff like that.
Your personal
Fancy.
funds, not what's in
My
the bag
porch
of
has a
holding.
roof. My porch has a roof. Yeah, so I guess you.
Okay.
It works. My porch does not.
You should just
My-
start charging admission.
My deck does not have a
I
roof.
went up to the. There's a.
I have like an awning, so to speak. Like when you walk out onto my deck,
Like 100.
there's like an awning that you could kind of hang under, and like there's enough room for like maybe 8 people to chill out if it rains, but it's literally only there just in case it rains, so you can like put food and stuff there if we're like having a party and there's people over. So there's like a little overhang, but I wouldn't venture so far as to call it a veranda, because the rest of the, like, I would say 80%, if not more, of the deck is uncovered. It's exposed. But we did that intentionally because when we were younger, we built it and we would go out there and tan. Like when we were like I'm old and dying now. So, but I was in my 20s though, I would go out there and grill and like just lay out there with like friends or ex-girlfriends or whatever and tan. So
in the distance, the crowd, which is probably
in the front of my house there is an overhang, but I wouldn't even think that. I wouldn't even call that a veranda. It's more like a walk out.
The hammer, bristled half-orc mustache.
It's a southern thing, usually no screens.
Sweat glistening off the top of
Yeah,
his
I have a sun porch over here. I have a walkout sliding door onto my deck. But there's no, I don't have any verandas. I do not possess any verandas.
However, there is definitely a
Deck with an awning?
upper lip
Is a veranda? I have a deck with an awning. I have a deck with an
You can see
awning.
beneath it his sneering yellowed teeth kind of grinding as he approaches the crucible.
I believe in you, Philip.
I believe in you, Philip.
You gonna bet?
I'm gonna bet. I'm gonna put 600 on Philip.
So wait, and this betting thing is enjoyable?
No, it's not. It's a gamble. Like what we
feels
do with our
terrible.
lives constantly,
It feels
but with
bad.
gold.
It's terrible.
So why do we do it?
So we can make more if we win. And plus, it's giving.
Look at Laura. Look at Laura's face. Laura looked like she was trying to win him over with her facial expressions. I got a veranda with a front porch swing on it. Well, you have just increased your fancy, Clever. You not only had a veranda this whole time, you have a swing on it. What kind of crap is this? Front porch swing. What kind of swing we talking? Like, could you like swing onto the roof if you get enough momentum? Like, I'm trying to picture this. Was it like, oh, it's probably like a little chair swing. That's probably what you mean. I'm trying to think, like, I'm thinking like a swing like you see in like a park. It's probably like a chair swing, right? Like one of those chair swings where you could go back and forth, kind of like a rocker almost. I feel like any other swing wouldn't make sense because a veranda has a roof. Didn't you know
I
that?
pull out his upper lip and I give it a smell. I say, I've enjoyed it very much. I've come to collect the rest. And I fling it into the
Here to help. Everyone learn construction and architectural terms.
A shame, really. I thought
Well,
you'd be more
Ace, you did
proud
you
of
did the job.
status.
You did the job. Success.
Leaps down in the
I
pit right
was
before you.
today years
Right in his
old.
face.
Today years old
As everyone's
when I
coming
found
down,
out
you
I
are
have a
swirling the
veranda.
bookie, like
I was that was. I honestly thought it was a typo, and then I'm like, oh no, you legitimately meant I was today years old. A lot of us were today years old, I think. Because I had a good idea,
You guys are slowly circling.
but
each other.
I'm not kidding. We used to build houses all the time, and I don't recall ever in my life being told, "Could you build me a veranda?" We built decks and porches and sun porches and screened in like porches, kind of like what they were saying. RD was saying, or whoever else was saying it. But I don't think I've ever in my life had someone say, I would like a veranda. If they did, they just worded it differently. Like, I've built porches with overhangs, so I've built verandas. I just didn't call them verandas. I just said, there's your porch, give me money.
Oh no.
You're clutching it in your hand, and he's staring at you intently.
Meh. I don't drink such piss water. I pour it out, I take out my own wineskin that I filled with the stone giant strength.
Yes!
And I chug it down.
Stone giant strength. He's juicing right now. Yeah, Ford just juiced to the maximum of his abilities.
Snarl to the side as you toss his wineskin to the ground. You chug your own. It tastes very heavily. This is frost giant strength, you said?
Or the stone giant, yeah.
Or the stone giant. It tastes very heavily of like black charcoal.
Delicious.
Grit and
Black charcoal
itself has a
grit
very,
and dust.
very,
Delicious
lovely
cocktail.
texture as it goes down your throat.
It's my favorite kind of beverage.
You just push through and continue gulping it. It's thicker like a molasses than it is naturally.
Like and subscribe if you haven't, everybody.
You finish it off.
We are
toss it to the side.
24
Go ahead and mark
away.
your
We
increase
have
of strength for
about
this.
an hour left.
All right.
I think 43? Oh, no, 45. No, I keep forgetting. It's 45. So we have an hour and 5 minutes left. Hour and 5 minutes to go, everybody.
You toss your wineskin to the side. The bookie, you hear now, raise his hand.
All here in attendance. We have here in the Crucible this
In the Crucible today.
a rematch.
Oh, there's the rematch. There's the rematch. I figured that was coming once we saw where this progressed.
All the braving crowns of Vax'ildan.
Kern the Hammer.
Kern the Hammer.
I honestly, when I saw the title was the rematch, it was earlier today. I was trying to get I was getting the idea of like how much to do of what. And when I saw that it was titled the rematch, I didn't even think of this, even though that probably should have been the first thing I thought of. But I just didn't think we'd make it back here that quick. I thought there was still going to be more to do before we went back. So here we go. We're back in it to win it.
Philip. No. Yes. No. Philip is dead. There is no
Philip is dead.
There is only Grog, the Vengeful.
Grog the Vengeful. Rematch. That's Danger Zone right there. You're thinking a rope swing at a lake, LOL. That would also be quite lovely. I like me a nice rope swing.
Hopefully a drag out, throw down fight.
All right, I'm liking it. Honestly, this is the best case scenario I could think of.
Muscle tensing and the popping of bones and sinew as you prepare yourself for this.
Now is this? I mean, I guess it is what it is.
Cracks his knuckles, and you can see now the giant scar from his
to the
snarling
break.
lip. You
All
realize
right.
he hasn't been snarling this whole time. It's just the natural state of his current smile. And then he.
I don't know. Is it fair that Grog juiced? Probably not. But will it be entertaining? Probably yes.
I'm gonna take.
I didn't want to spoil it, but I love this fight. I'm digging it. I'm in.
Enough words, Toothless.
I was, you know how I do. Unless something's like extremely important, I'll talk and rant and rave. But I was listening in the background. I'm like, I'm pretty sure this fight's gonna happen.
20.
And it is the rematch. But I was like just letting it play out. Here we go. Here we go. They're not screened in. Think Southern Plantation deck wraparound. Gotcha. Like Forrest Gump's mama in the South.
All right.
That's exactly what I'm picturing. I'm picturing Forrest Gump's mama. They got that giant Southern home
So what'd you get for
with those sprawling outdoor decks with no screens. We had to watch a live stream of a D&D live stream. Wait, am I reading that? Who had watched a live stream of a D&D live stream, learn about verandas on their 2025 bingo card?
As you're prepping for the circumstance,
that would have never been. I mean, we got to put it on now if we ever make a bingo card. But yeah, learning about verandas
form tackle towards his waist.
on a D&D
take a step to
campaign
the side at the last
live
second
stream.
and wrap around my arms around his waist.
Not forward, you mean grog.
From behind.
Oh, was I saying forward?
To DDT.
I did not even catch that. DDT. Do the DDT.
Okay. For this, go ahead and make an athletics check.
Oh God.
25.
25.
18 plus 7.
Waiting for this day.
I have been waiting for this day for us to destroy this man.
He goes in for the feint, attempts to parry it. However, you vanish from the side. He feels the
Did
arms
Grog
around him.
take
He reaches
anything
down
on the
his feet,
first
trying to
fight?
pry them away, but it's too late.
Did he do anything?
Off of his back and whack, send him onto the ground. Go ahead and roll 1d2 plus your strength modifier.
1d2 for the DDT.
1d4?
Well, it's 1d4 divided by 2.
Or you can use your coin.
6.
6. All right. So he took the damage. There's no attacks this round currently. However, he is currently prone. Much more, he is prone. As you slam him onto the ground and release him, he falls to the ground. You hear this exhale of pain.
Not good for Kern.
All right, you also have a bonus action.
Not
still.
good for that man.
With that
Clever
action,
is saying,
I would like
focus
to go,
hard.
Into.
And I am.
Does it take an action to rage?
It takes a bonus action for you to rage.
Which is what this is.
Yes.
I would like to rage.
I was gonna say, you better rage.
And with that,
You
as
better
see
rage.
His form crumpled on the ground. He gets up to one knee and begins standing up, kind of wiping off a little bit of the dust that's been smeared across his slobbered chin. You look down at him, and the skylight, a light that's pouring down into this from the sun that was once white and yellow in tone, now turns to red as your eyes focus on your quarry before you. That ends your turn. Kern uses half movement to stand up, looks at you, and kind of gives this kind of chuckle. This early then, so be it. Bites the edge of his wrist and tears a chunk of his own flesh off the side of his
lord.
Arm. Uses his bonus action.
What is this
to
all
rage.
about?
Goes
Well,
into his
it's
frenzied rage as well.
Farrier with the
both
juice,
fists.
just saying?
One thing you
It's
notice,
fairer.
Kern
Fairer.
previously just seemed to throw
I thought it was
a bonus action
Farrier.
before
It's
attacks.
fairer.
Goes
So
into
according to
stance.
this guy's doing something.
He mocked up.
And just goes in to swing 2 heavy fists at you. That is going to be a let's see, 24.
So this, in my head, I was thinking Grog juicing was gonna make this way easier, but this dude's got some tricks up his sleeves.
9 points of damage.
Okay.
Second one is 8 points of damage.
You got 9 points
Whack.
of damage?
Yeah. And for this, just for those who are paying attention, they're both raging. They both take a half damage, but since they're both doing it, we're just negating both abilities. Otherwise, this battle would take for 3 hours.
Right.
So whack, whack. These fists you see as they hit you, they're not just extremely strong and powerful.
Ferrero
obviously, but they're hitting
Rocher,
precise areas
the
of
chocolate
muscle
man,
and bone.
the
is less
chocolate
resistant.
man.
There is technique to these punches that was not there before.
No problem.
No problem. Got it.
Just don't forget your shit.
Yeah.
Don't forget your shit.
Going to dodge to the side here. Just kind of diff dodge off to the side. Prepares himself, fists ready for defensive action. It's your go.
All right, right. I would like to enter a frenzied rage. And I would like
frenzied
to, since he's up to my
rage.
side, I see him move, and I throw a back fist into the concave area of his nose.
Okay.
Back fist
23.
into the
23
face.
hits.
In the face.
That is 6.
He rolled a
damage?
motherfucker,
already.
everybody. He just said.
I would like to.
I rolled a
then reach
motherfucker.
forward as he's reeling back from that hit with both of my thumbs and throw him towards his eyes.
Blind that fuck.
Oh!
Gonna attempt to blind. All right. So this is what this is going to be. Is
Going
this
to
going
attempt
be,
to
for your
blind.
second attack, kind of a loose grapple, and we'll see if you can manage to push
Firo
forward. So
from
go ahead and make
Joe
an athletics check.
Abercrombie's The First Law Books.
14.
I don't know what that
14,
means.
That is going to be a 16.
Those gauntlets are
As you reach up, he
pretty
slaps the hands away.
clever. I'm not quite clear on what the heck you're saying.
Defensive posture. He was ready for that sort of advance.
But I
He's
love
now
your
2-7
veranda.
grin.
And I'll kiss you on.
You do
Well,
still
that,
have a
I was trying to make a joke out of
If you
kissing you
knock
on the
inside,
veranda,
take
but that's
my
just
right
weird.
leg and I throw
Even
it
if
to the outside of his
it
knee,
wasn't a
trying to
veranda that
snap
I'm
his
kissing you
ACL
on.
or MCL.
Okay, go ahead and roll for the attack on that.
That's a 27.
27 does indeed hit.
Why didn't that happen before?
Yes.
That's a 7.
7 points of damage. Woo, all right.
7 points of damage. Oh my god, that's.
Alrighty.
I'm trying to remember. Do we know?
As he plus pushes your
Off
hands
the
out
top
way,
of
you
my head, I
whack
cannot even
the
remember
zombie snaps
even
out
close to what
as your
Kern's
foot hits the side
hit
of his
points
thigh.
would be.
His leg muscles.
And now he
himself
might
are
even be
tree
more
trunk and
powerful, I don't
takes
know.
Most of the impact of the damage, and you see him. You see the pain on his face. His grin gives away to a sudden grimace of pain. Your leg is now held in place. He resists.
Kiss
full
me
force of
under
blow.
the veranda. Is
To
the
some
roof
physical
the
damage himself,
veranda?
but not enough
No,
to
we
move.
have to go underground.
Guys pushed you
We're
on
gonna
the roof.
dig
Right, there you are.
dig a
I
tunnel.
would like
Dig
to
dig a
move to
tunnel.
his,
Dig a
flank his
tunnel.
right
Dig
side.
dig a tunnel.
Alrighty.
Put him in a body bag!
Put him in a body bag. Oh my god, it's
Moving to the
Karate
side.
Kid. Those of you did not know that
Spins
reference.
around this time.
Put him in a body bag. My god, looking back as a child, that was a very aggressive
That is gonna be
quote.
a
I think I was like 7 years old when I saw
hits.
Karate Kid.
Okay. Second attack. is
We
gonna
got
be
some
a
guy telling him to
19.
put a high schooler in a body bag. That's
Next attack is
some
gonna be
serious
a
stuff now that I think of
12.
it.
No, 13. 13.
Just a roof would be a deck with a
So,
covering
roundhouse kick
of some type.
swings around, completely unexpected as you pull
Says-
aside. It
says
smack
Michael.
hits you right square in the side of the face and jaw. You take. That is going to be 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And as you're reeling from that, he brings the leg back, jumps in the air, and does a secondary jump side swiping kick to the other side of your head as you're kind of loose to the side. Whack, whack. Second one doing 8 points of damage.
Jesus.
I think I've learned less so far.
And that's
Clever,
going to
Clever went from
slap
we're
right
all
here.
learning during the
Kind of
live stream to
facing
now
the
we
wall.
just have
It's like
more
situating himself now
questions
since you moved to the side.
and have less
Putting him in
understanding
this
of all of
pincher
it.
formation Between the wall and himself. So that ends his turn.
What is that? Oh, popcorn. I'm not even kidding you. I just thought that was a bowl of fettuccine alfredo. I thought they were passing around a bowl of fettuccine alfredo. I'm like, oh my god. That is the weirdest thing to pass around a group of people on a live stream.
I get up on Trinket's shoulder.
Can you imagine it was just a bowl of fettuccine alfredo and they're just like reaching and eating creamy hot noodles? Gross.
Which people around you immediately like take 2 steps away from the large bear that's suddenly now roaring in the center.
Yeah,
You guys
back
are
up.
unfazed, too focused on each other.
Everybody churros.
HP between 126 to 123. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know why I just went off the rails. 126 to 134. At least we're not breaking down what makes a foyer. A foyer? That I do know. A foyer. Actually, I couldn't give you the exact definition. I could build you one, but I don't know the exact definition of a foyer.
That's all right. Since I didn't find any.
I feel like a
I'll see where
foyer
his ears are,
would
try
have
and
to be
grab
like
them
an
and
entrance
attempt to
before the
break his ears
entrance
off
kind of
of it.
thing. Like almost like you walk in and there's the foyer and then you could have a coat rack or something and then you walk in the main area. I believe that is the definition of a foyer. But there could be more involved. It could have more involved in this definition.
Third attack.
What was that steak you cooked? It was a London broil. Clever. Michael had some. Michael said it was very good. I make them all the time. I told Michael, if it's just me and like Lauren or somebody, like just like 1 or 2 people, I'll usually do like a T-bone or a sirloin or a strip steak or something like that. But when I'm cooking for like a lot of people, like I had to cook for like 5 or 6 people and I figured Michael would probably want some. So whenever I'm cooking a lot, I'll get like a 2 or 3 pound London broil and I just, you know, cook it on the grill and then I slice it into pieces. And it can literally, a 3 pound London broil will feed like 6 people easily. Like, I don't know, I eat about a pound or more myself. But like the rest of my family's pretty light eaters. So they'll have a couple pieces. So a 2 or 3 pounder is more than enough.
I would like to use
But
my
I just, if it's not my favorite steak, but it's
At that point, as
the best bang for your buck when feeding a lot of people. And it would be better on a veranda. A veranda roof must be connected to the deck, not just on the wall of the house. There you go. So it has to have like the columns connected to the deck. Foyer is like an entryway. Yeah, that's a foyer to me makes a lot more sense. I don't know why. I've definitely been more aware of what a foyer is.
His other hand to backhand you, you just duck out of the way. He swings with a kick around with the momentum, and you just catch it.
Like, I kind of have a foyer. Like, when Michael walks in my house, there's like a staging area where, like, there's a coat hang. Like, that's kind of why I said there's coat racks. You walk into my house, and there's like a staging area where you go straight to go to my side, and there's a door, or you go left, and there's double doors that go to my parents' side of the house where my mom and dad live that I take care of. So it's a two-family setup where you walk in, and there's like a foyer that separates the two entryways. That's how I always understood a foyer to be.
Down the knee. A normal human's leg would have hyperextended, but the sheer size of muscle in this is comparable to your own, and you feel
a normal human would have hyperextended.
Pain, but it's not enough to
but
fully
Grog,
leg back.
What's the matter, ballerina? I thought you should be stretched out and ready for this, and I reach back and I drive my fist into his nutsack.
I love how Travis is saying it too. Travis has a phenomenal delivery with the aggression and attitude you want in a one-on-one fight.
My first 8.
Like and subscribe again if you haven't, everybody. Like and subscribe. We always do this. I always get excited, like, oh my god, we're making work. But we always get to around 25, 30 likes, and then we hit a wall every time. I mean, it makes sense, being as we have the same amount of people usually in the chat for the most part. I'm so here for this week's random topic. Yeah, this is this might be one of the most random. We get into random stuff, but it's usually like perverted or based on something going on in the world or movies or music. Today we just talking about verandas and foyers
Same knee I've been kicking at.
and hard decks.
Sure, go for it.
That'll miss. It's 13.
13. As you pull back to sweep, Kern uses this advantage to bring up the other leg that you haven't hit, plant it right on your shoulder and neck area, and then push off your body. As you sweep underneath, he leaps backward, flipping in the air. Lands on both of his feet, kind of clutching the inside of
Michael just said the thumbnail is Tiberius cheering on Grog, which now kind of does make sense, because Tiberius has been the most vocal of everyone but Grog.
Grog! 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 Grog!
Chanting Grog.
As they're chanting, I'm starting to sing amid the chant.
What are we singing this time?
The Eye of the Goliath. It's the
Eye of the Goliath. Rocky at his best.
To the challenge of that asshole. And I'm trying to send inspiration with
I feel like
to him.
With that,
on the fly it was alright, but I think that was Sam's done way better. I feel like Sam wasn't as good on the parody there.
This approving point in the center
The
of this
tangent, the tangents are cool. I keep betraying my country roots.
Strength and valor. And through all that, you
The
hear a gentle hymn.
What does that say, Michael? Argentinian? Argentinian steakhouse will disagree. I was gonna say, I'm like, oh my god, my vision. I have big words. Now Kern.
Now Kern, having land on his feet, rushes forward towards you. And
I want this to be like the craziest fight ever. I don't want Grog to immediately win. I mean, for our sake, it wouldn't be the worst thing, obviously, if we won quick. But I want to feel like we earned it.
Jesus! Right to the chin, from underneath, for the bonus action. Kern then comes back, and you used to like an unleashed flurry. Kern, however, comes back into a fully defensive position, riding his hands and leg on kind of a backward stance, and is just looking at you, ready for you to come. Is using his action to go into a dodge. It's now your turn.
Oh, wait, so he gets
now
some
your turn.
advantage?
All attacks against him have disadvantage this next turn.
Oh, come on!
Wait, against him? He meant...
You're killing me, Smalls. Killing me.
Nope.
Damn it.
Yeah, the balls.
I have to assume that's what Laura was doing, even though
Oh, he has toughness?
it was
He
not
has the feet toughness,
in any way
which I think
going towards the
really
Sandlot.
resists any sort
I
of
just
ball
based on the age, I feel like that's where she was going. What did you do last night? I worked on my dock, drank beers. Well, is that dock? Ate burgers and talked about what qualifies as a veranda. Well, it could be a deck or a dock. I prefer a deck over a dock. I don't know, actually. Is it now we're gonna get in a whole nother rabbit hole. What technically is a dock compared to a deck?
19.
Is a dock over water? I was gonna say a dock's gotta be over water.
Can I add the inspiration to the just to the roll, right?
Just to the roll, not to the damage.
That is
Now, what if you had a dock with a veranda? Would that be something else?
1.5 roll. We're rounding up.
I wanted like we're gonna go deep into this.
Right, so 8.
So now a dock is a deck over water, but now let's build a veranda over the
He puts
water.
the defense out and tries desperately to push
And
it aside. However,
what's that called? Let's find out. It's got to get wet for a deck to be a dock. There you go. It's got to be get wet. Well,
the side of his torso.
my deck gets wet all the time.
You can follow up.
I have a very wet deck.
My thumbs into his eyes.
Okay, you're going for the blind again.
Or if it's not, it sometimes will get wet on occasion. Water cooler talk. How was your weekend? Not much. Talked about rope swings, grilling steaks, and the definition of a veranda. Oh,
You rush forward to grab.
I love it.
So you have hold of his head now. There's no damage to this round, but you're enabling yourself now for
All
the
right.
rest of the round to attempt to push into his eyes.
I cannot believe that. I mean, I can believe, but going to the root of pushing his eyes in, horrible. I mean, that is some violent stuff. That is like one of the few things that was ever banned from the most ruthless form of UFC ever. When UFC was at its most violent, they still didn't let eye gouging. That's how horrible eye gouging is.
The 6.
6 already. All right. So as you grab hold of his
What
head,
is
you
it?
grin as your thumbs push into his eyes.
Ah, up here, up
And
here.
before you can
There you go.
damage the
It's up
eye
here.
permanently,
If
he slaps off of your hands.
a gable,
hard with such an intense
I have heard of that. I actually have heard of that. But if it has a roof, it's a gable. So now we got piers, docks, and gables.
He is blinded.
Paradoxically,
You can move as well.
I just back straight up.
I am barefoot.
Back to
You're right
swinging.
again.
Well,
He currently doesn't threaten you because he's
that
blinded,
works.
so you can rush half
A
the
dock
round.
with a roof is a bridge. I mean,
I'll move along the wall to his
because a
left
bridge
side.
technically doesn't have to have a roof.
To there?
That I know of. Like like a lot of bridges I know don't have roofs. But Michael's saying it's a gable.
Okay, gotcha.
A dock with a roof is a gable.
All right,
What's
so,
a pier then?
As you
Just a
dodge
longer
off to the
dock?
Side, Kern's grabbing his face.
For recreational.
Oh, a pier is recreational as opposed to.
Here's your footsteps down the side.
Ah, all right.
As you know, there's
There
no
you
stealth in
go.
this. There's
So a
no threat.
pier is more
Kern
recreational
does
than a
attempt
dock.
to sidestep over.
And if you put a roof on it, you
he's
got a
going to
gable,
make
everybody.
three strikes at you
More
with a
learning
disadvantage on all of them.
while we're watching Grog try to push the eyes of a man in.
You can use the dice that I threw.
And rolls against an advantage as well. All right,
Oh, listen to
attack
music.
against you is going to be.
I love it.
That
The
is
music
gonna be
just did
a
something very
14.
interesting I've never heard before. Like and subscribe if you haven't. I just see a lot of people jump in. Natural 20.
Nice. 19 and a 19. Third one does
Double
it.
19s.
So, wide punches forward. You just like they're a foot away from you. You just kind of chuckle, getting out of the way, and as you chuckle, he hears that. For a moment, his mind clarifies, even though his eyes are closed, with a trickle of blood off the side of one of the eye. He immediately goes into a faster than you expected midsection punch that whack smacks you right in the middle of your laughing stomach. Because you're laughing, there's that tension, but it wasn't like prepared for an actual impact from a fist. And you take 7 points of damage.
I wish I've said this before. They do. What am I mean? I was gonna say I wish they had the hit point counters, but at some point they do in campaign 2. We got to that point. But
no, I'll stay right where I am. Can I?
right now I have no clue where Grog's at.
For a bite attack at his
I would imagine Grog is gonna win this. If I had to bet, I would imagine because it's the rematch and it's epic fashion, and I had already assumed that he would have won the first time, and he did come really close. I believe the first match was like, wasn't he off by 1 hit? I feel like Grog was like 1 hit away from winning.
Are you sure? I thought you were both
So
raging. There's no
I can't
half.
imagine Grog doesn't win this time. We're fully prepared. We even juiced up, and we pretty much have a good knowledge of what we're in for.
They're not
So
counting the half.
he shouldn't be having his die.
Well, no. The die having is the natural.
A dock
punch is
you can
1d2.
more at.
Oh,
So it's half of a d4.
Okay.
got it.
What is
Sorry.
more? Now I got another one.
Full d4 on his punches.
Oh, park a boat. So that I never heard of. I'm not a boat guy. I've never been on a boat other than like a ferry or I've never been on like a boat trip. Like I've never gone fishing. I've never, as far as I know, I've never been on a small boat. Anything smaller than like a ferry or a cruise ship, which that I've only been on like once or twice. Like I'm pretty sure I've been on more boats going to and fro to Disney World than I have in my entire life. Because I remember one of the times we went to Disney, we were at one of the resorts where we had to keep taking the boat from the resort to the Magic Kingdom. And that trip, I must have took that boat like 50 times. And I'm pretty sure that's the most I've ever ridden on anything over water combined in my entire life. I'm just not a good, I told Lauren this too. I was like, I'm not good with water. I could do like cruises because if it's big enough where I can take out the fear of sinking immediately or getting like a shark jumping and eating my soul. A cruise ship is pretty much it. I've went on like once or twice. I've taken gambling cruises where they go outside of, you know, the limits of where it's illegal. What is it? Offshore gambling. I've done offshore gambling on cruise ships and stuff. But only, like I said, only once or twice.
So you reach forward and scoop him up, lifting him over your head.
26.
He's trying to resist it, but in his unable to see state, he just cannot give. There's no way he can
We are
resist this.
really doing this dude dirty.
Down onto the knee. Go ahead and roll damage.
Can't say.
I will consider this a
cracking him on our knee, and this is like not just any knee. This is juiced grog knee. Man, AI, does it just tell you to suck it up and rub some dirt in it? That's how I was raised. I remember literally. My grandma, I think I've said this on Livestream before. I literally remember falling and scraping my knees and literally having my grandmother be like, rub some dirt in that. And like, you know the saying, like you just said, rub some dirt in that. I literally remember my grandma showing me, rub some dirt in that. And literally rubbing dirt into my cuts and it burning and hurting and her being like, that'll make you tougher. It'll build your immune system. And I do have a crazy immune system, so maybe my grandma made me stronger by pouring dirt into my wounds.
Entire round of combat.
Oh, make me my money.
No longer blinded, but Kern is currently like reaching towards this back where there's just shooting pain throughout his entire nervous
Poor
system.
Kern.
And the impact.
His entire nervous system shooting pains. I almost drowned once. I underestimated distance. Wear a life jacket, y'all. Clever. I feel like I've talked about this once or twice too, but I maybe not. Do you guys recall? I feel like it was way early in the campaign too, so like years ago.
23.
I would go every summer. We'd go to surf club in. It's in New Jersey. It's Jenkinson's. Oh my God, Travis is freaking out like a raving lunatic. One of the most popular places to go when you were in your 20s around Jersey was Jenkinson's Surf Club, and I would go there every weekend with a bunch of friends. And I remember and we would always get wildly drunk. We would drink and sit on the beach for like 8 hours with a bunch of girls and stuff, and we get wildly drunk and go in the ocean. And I remember one time, I'm not the greatest swimmer, and I already hate water. And I just kept going out, and I wasn't like paying attention, and I was wildly drunk. And I remembered at a point the current was sucking me further and further in, and the beach was so far away that it actually scares me to even think about right now. Not really, but it was ridiculous how far out I went. And then I started swimming back, and it was, this current was so strong, it just kept, it felt like I wasn't going anywhere. And at a point, I like literally just stopped, and I was like, I am so exhausted that I don't know if I can make it. And I like literally just almost gave up. Like I was drunk enough where I had like accepted the fact that I might die today because I am an idiot and wasn't paying attention. And then I heard a lifeguard whistling, and they must have seen me, and they were like, get back here. And then I like kind of snapped out of it and started making my way back, and the current stopped sucking me in, and the lifeguard didn't have to come save me or anything. I basically made my way back and was fine, but I was like so exhausted. I think I just slept the rest of the day, and I never went that far in the ocean again in my entire life. I literally remember at a point being like, there is a very good chance I died today. But I feel like my thing was there were lifeguards, but even if the lifeguard came, I'm like, what's he gonna do? By the time he gets to me, I'm probably gonna be so deep underwater and dragged out to sea that I doubt he'll ever even find me. And it was one of those things where they had it roped off, and they're like, don't go past this rope, but everyone was doing it. It's just I went so far past it, and I was drunk, and I couldn't swim good. It was just ridiculous.
You take 10
that bitch was taking me away. I almost gave up. Fuck yeah, dude. I said, fuck this. I'm gonna die trying. That's what happened. Like, I think that I was so drunk that I just like accepted it because I was like not thinking rationally. Like, I'm too tired. This isn't happening. I got no other option. And then I snapped back to reality. Oops, there goes gravity.
As you now see this dull gray colored grog flesh tone piece of skin dangling bloodily from his mouth.
All right.
It's okay, Pyken.
We can fix it.
Never mind.
We can fix it.
Your turn. You're currently grappled, so you can't move.
So I would like to.
Kern is full of surprises.
So make an athletics check.
Okay, that is 21.
You rolled a 4, yeah. So you break from the grapple.
Okay, great.
Broken grapple. By the way, everybody, we're down to 35 minutes. We have 35 minutes left. This ends at 1:45. That's the break. And we're stopping at the break because there's just enough time after the break to do the Patreon hour and the Vox O'Clock. So 40 minutes to go. We still need 24 likes. I don't think we've got a single. Well, actually, I think we got one like since the break. Since the break, I think we got one like.
That's 17.
But I mean, we must have got all our likes early in there. I was in the middle of nowhere, Missouri. I went the wrong way and I saw a camper up in a hill. So I slipped off my type.
Completely throws you off. Your head still goes forward.
I don't know what that says. It's right there. I was way further than I thought. I don't know what that halfway through there. There's like something I can't understand. But I get the point. I get the point.
The chunk of the lip that he had taken and comes up for a full round of attacks against you.
And then it was gone.
Wait, that was just my one attack.
Oh,
so gross.
No, use your action to break the grapple and your third attack.
So gross.
So you're still grappled, so you can't move. So this is his turn.
Ace just vomited all over his veranda.
Oh, you did break the grapple. Yeah. So yes, you can still move if you wanted to.
No, I'll stay there.
Okay. So that is a 23.
We got some wild rolls and a 12. As soon as I say that, we get a 12. Horrible.
So, grabs the lip in one hand, reaches up, and then slam uppercuts you from underneath. The first hit, that is 7 points of damage.
Okay.
Chipping away.
The next one, however, is 8 points of damage. Swings up and actually
another 16 points of damage.
Side with the hand still holding the chunk of your lip in it, across the side of your face.
I mean, even if we come out of this a winner, which I'm assuming we would.
Backwards leaping kind of flip kick.
We're
Chun-Li.
Yeah, Chun-Li.
Because
spinning star kick.
Kind of overextending. You see it telegraphed.
I always what does Chun-Li actually say? I think it's spinning star kick. I, as a child, thought she was saying spinning side kick because I was in Taekwondo.
Nobody saw that, right?
And the side kick was one of the most used kicks in all of the world of Taekwondo. And they would, I thought Chun-Li would say in spinning side kick, but I'm pretty sure it's spinning star kick, maybe, possibly.
Yes.
All right. Still have 2 more strikes.
I was tubing down
That's
Current River. You were tubing, spinning bird kick. Ah, my God, that doesn't sound like it at all. Neil would be the one to know that. Doesn't it say like spinning star kick, spinning star, spinning bird? I feel like I honestly, when Neil said it, I remember that is what it is. So I'm 100% agreeing with Neil. But now that I think of it, that does not sound anything like it.
All right.
And why is it a spinning bird kick? How many birds do you know kick people? How many birds do you know kick? Maybe like a dodo bird or like a flamingo or something like that. But I don't know a lot of kicking birds. Let alone ones that spin upside down and rotate at you with aggressiveness.
In the front, that is a 21. That is a 11.
Misses.
And that's going to be
Whoa,
a 22.
YouTube just died on my phone for the last 3 minutes. Back now, LOL Ninja. We have been alive and well over here. But good to see you back.
You duck out of the way.
Cranish. Oh, like a crane kick. Like a. Okay, I dig it. So it is like a long-legged bird. Gotcha.
9 points of damage.
I was thinking like a flamingo, like the long-legged type birds, but like a crane. Crane. I get it. I concur.
Whack! Pulling you in, this time releasing you from the sheer impact, pushing you back onto your feet. It's your go.
Am I back to the wall?
It's your go.
Pretty close to the wall, yeah.
I'd like to take a step back, put my back foot on the wall, and then push off into the air with a huge overhand right.
Nice, okay. Pushing off in the air, the arc coming down with the fist.
Overhand right. He's in an uncomfortable place, like the back of a Volkswagen.
8 points of damage.
More rats. I was going to ask who knows that, but I want RD to know that I am very aware of movie quotations. It was said by the great Jason Lee, I believe, that quote. Like the back. Well, actually, that quote comes up many times in Mallrats. There's at least 2 or 3 times the back of a Volkswagen quote comes up in Mallrats. One of my favorite of all time, RD. Just so you know, Mallrats, I have like so much love for that. It is possibly my favorite Jay and Silent Bob movie ever. What is yours? Dogma?
Oh, corn.
He's got.
I dig them all. I'm a big fan of Jay and Silent Bob and or Kevin Smith in general. I dig them all. I grew up with them. They're Jersey guys. It's hard to not love Jersey guys that are coming from nothing, starting with black and white movies. Ostrich kick / claw. Like the back of a Volkswagen. Mallrats. Yeah, love it. Gil Hicks says it too. Gil Hicks. That's how much I know Mallrats. Gil Hicks was Dante's character from Clerks in Mallrats. And I'm pretty sure he's the last one to say it right before they go on the game show. He's like, the back of a Volkswagen? And they're like, you goddamn pervert. Or I don't know, they make some sort of comment to demean him. But that's just, what is it, Halloran?
And you can see.
I think the actor's name is Halloran.
On his turn, Kern is going to, pulling your leg forward towards you. You feel yourself off balance in the momentum pulling you towards him as he unleashes another flurry of blows.
As he does, I shout out from the audience using.
They only say that because Chevettes are so nice. You gotta love your Chevettes. I haven't seen a Chevette. Did someone blow up every Chevette ever made? Oh my god. Yeah, they're like, oh, were they really? Oh my god, I was gonna say, oh, that's right, because they were exploding and stuff.
It's okay. So his roll was a 21. That brings it down to an 18. What's your armor class?
It's 18.
18, so it still hits.
Still hits. I mean, it was good until it wasn't. It was good until it wasn't, everybody. Love them up until his weed time.
Straight in the face, sending your head back in severe pain. You take, that is 10 points of damage.
Yep.
I cannot honestly believe, like, this fight is going this long. Like, I initially thought when he juiced, this was going to be, like, done quickly. I didn't think it'd be, like, a one and done, but I thought I thought Kern would be like, what is happening? This is going the distance. And it just looks, like, cool, them squared off with each other.
The third one,
We're also to 28 likes, everybody. 28 likes, 22 away from bonus time. Do we get there? I don't know. But we're 22 away. Like the video. We still have 30 minutes. 30 minutes. This is the 30-minute countdown. We're at the 30-minute countdown right now. We need 22 likes in 30 minutes.
Grog, Grog, cover me.
Grog.
I cast healing word on Grog.
Grog.
Do I get advantage because we're all chanting together?
No.
No.
What if I shut off a prestidigitation firework?
No.
Okay.
To help me out?
So go
Be
ahead and make
like
a roll.
team effort?
No.
No? Alright.
Deck of illusions. No.
Oh, that's good. That's a 16. 18 total.
18
As you
total.
begin casting, one of the bastions grabs your wrist and pulls you into his face and says,
I'm sorry, Missy. I don't understand it. You're cheating.
No.
She
That's
just...
Look at this.
Of my people.
Go ahead and make a deception roll.
That's just
Would
the
be
I mean, hey,
disadvantage, but because
she's
Sever's
selling it a
helping you,
little bit.
We're just gonna make it a
Kern
straight roll.
ain't called the light tap for nothing, I'm assuming. O'Halloran. I was gonna say, isn't it? When I said Halloran, I'm like, I feel like it might be O'Halloran, but I wasn't sure. And I was like, oh, I'll just leave it at that and wait for corrections. Tusk was just RD. You are 100% right. Tusk, I say this all the time. Tusk is easily top 10 most disturbing movies I've ever seen. I have seen so many movies, tens of thousands of movies, easily tens of thousands of movies. And Tusk stands out in my mind as one of the most disturbing movies I've ever seen, ever. I will never watch it again. Whenever I go in Red Bank is the Secret Stash, which is Jay and Silent Bob's comic shop. And they have a 2-scale replica of the model used in the movie Tusk in the shop on top of. You ever see that? If you go to Red Bank, like it's their first card shop. I think they have more now, but that's their original, and it is a screen used life-size Tusk of Jason. Who is that? Justin Long. I was gonna say Jason Biggs. Justin Long. And it is, I like don't even want to go in the comic shop, because every time you go in the comic shop, it is like the first thing you see when you walk in the front door, and I'm like, it's so disturbing, Tusk, so disturbing.
And Bastion's holding both says, apparently she's got people helping her out. Come on, we're dragging her off.
Oh, look at this. Taken out. We're taken out. Sheep go to heaven. Jail, Marisha's favorite terrain. Look at this. They've taken her out. She lost. You lose. Good day, sir. Turn up the trombone. There's no trombone in my headphones.
Go for it.
Turn up the trombone, everybody.
25.
25 does it.
8.
Alrighty.
As it carries through, I'd like to come. As it carries through his chin, I'd like to come back with a back elbow. Same
They're
spot.
all alone. All alone.
Alrighty.
They're going the distance. They're going for speed.
16.
No.
I know that as well. Obviously, the song. Oh, well, not obviously. Some people might not know, because that song is old now. That song's probably half a lifetime ago. Grog versus level 12 NPC. Crazy stuff.
Throw my heel out and just try and pop it in.
Okay.
But
27.
27 does hit. Go and roll damage.
oh, Comic-Con for New York,
All right.
October.
You go forward and
I will probably be down to go if you're going.
This time buckles under the weight.
I think I will join.
Kern falls under the one knee, puts both hands
I'm
out
down.
and
I'm watching two horseflies trying to land on me, but the fucking
that blow is
Citronella is running them off. Citronella, that's the way to go. Get a nice Citronella candle.
Whips up at you, and that orcish glare, that sheer focus of fury that you saw once before, is holding him on the edge.
This is it?
This is it.
Kern looks up at you and goes, "No, this is."
Oh my god! I keep thinking that Kern is gonna like turn into like something else.
You with a flurry of an extremely desperate.
Like part of me thinks he is desperate, but part of me keeps thinking that he is going to like bring something out that we don't expect at all. Like how Grog juice. Like maybe Kern has something he could do where he gets like an edge, maybe possibly. I don't know. Probably not at this point because we are down to like I don't know. There is still 25 minutes.
Next one is 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Last one, which is the okay.
Almost like when you get down, like in a video game, when you like get like almost dead or you get dead and you come back with a fury. What game am I thinking? Oh, in like Neil, what fighting game is that? Well, I mean, it's probably a lot of fighting games, but what fighting game at the arcade is it where like when you die you can rage? I think it was X-Men or it might have been Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
And with a final resounding crack.
One of them had like a crazy advantage where like if you were getting your ass kicked, you would get like a really crazy advantage at the end. Yeah, it was like you were what is it?
You feel that seething anger, that
it might be that one too, but I never played that. But that it might be in that too. Tekken? Oh, that's right, it was Tekken. Yes, it was Tekken. I don't know if it was in all the Tekkens, but I think it was like around Tekken 5, I want to say. Around Tekken 5. And also an MVC3. Okay, so it wasn't a bunch of them. But I remember people would be like getting their ass kicked. And like I think it was Brian H. or somebody at the arcade.
Your whole body.
One of them would literally intentionally get their ass kicked just to have the advantage because they were so good they could come back and they wanted to like do it to prove a point.
Torn away. His eyes open, and that half-orcish rage suddenly fades for a second as you see, for the first time, deep fear take the heart of your combatant. Take your turn.
I look at my arms.
All right. This could be the end. Yeah, everyone's chanting again. This could be it.
Where have I seen this happen before? Time's up. And I run forward, and in a massive arcing uppercut, I drive my fist under his jaw with everything I have.
Here it comes.
Oh, damage?
It would be hilarious. Oh, wait, yeah.
Oh, shit. 18?
18.
He charges Kern, and Matt's like, you slip on a banana peel and broke your neck and died.
I look down and I say, very well. Respect. And I take my elbow and I drive it into his temple.
Roll for second attack.
15.
15.
Not.
The second one. Brings it up and parries it to the side.
Parries the second one.
From the stands, I see.
Parries the second. I lift up my shirt.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
It's her tits!
Vex is on the sideline, flashing Kern.
She just showed her tits. That's inspiring.
At this moment,
Travis just forced his wife to have to flash her tits in an anime in a D&D campaign.
However, the entire other side of the Crucible right now is going.
All right, everyone's loving Vex right now.
Damn it! And I'm not there.
And I'm not there. We got taken off. Others were removed.
Desperately trying to.
I've missed the uppercut.
That would have been hilarious, though. I assumed flashing Kern would not have worked at this point. The dude, if you're a focused, dedicated champion, you're not going to get distracted by girls flashing tits. You probably get that all the time. If you're Kern, you probably get whatever you want whenever you want. He's the champion of this town. He probably is not thrown off by some tits.
Kern now instinctively slaps it out of your way. And you can see the fear begin to fade, and for a second looks at you and sees truly how close on the edge you are.
We are both so close.
But there is only one champion.
Oh my god, Kern's gonna do.
You get your up, Scanlan, now.
Yeah, I was going to say.
All right, Scanlan's up. What is Scanlan gonna aid to this? A whole episode of fist fighting. You gotta love it. Titties make me happy. I mean. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, Clever. I just feel like in the heat of the battle, Kern will be better than that. Some of us. Oh, that was good.
That's all I got.
That was a good one. I like Sam there. That was the best one Sam did yet.
Hold on to that D10. Okay.
Singing the Cranberries.
Kern, now intensely scared, is using his action to go into his dodge maneuver. It's like on the edge, you can see like one eye is swollen shut and it's like goes into the stance.
Everyone's saying focus up.
However, as his bonus action, all of a sudden
focus
takes 2 steps
hard
forward and almost Bruce Lee 1-inch punches.
The Bruce Lee 1-inch punch or Kill Bill.
A 9 plus 8, 17.
Pai Mei. Misses.
Punch. However, the short distance, while the speed is extreme, misjudge the distance and it stops an inch before your chest.
He does the Bruce Lee 1-inch punch and misses.
Barely stopping before it finds your chest. Looks up at you.
Come at me.
He just come at me, bro.
He just come at me, bro'd you. I love it. Come at me, bro.
He's in dodge, so it's a disadvantage?
So all of your attacks are disadvantaged.
All disadvantaged. I cannot believe we are all missing the killing blow, possibly. Disadvantage though, Grog's at I honestly don't know what to think now. I thought it would have been crazy for Grog to not win, but
all right, so
it's possible.
With disadvantage.
Disadvantage. 17.
17.
Not gonna hit. Oh, plus 10.
22.
22. Roll damage.
Roll damage.
8.
How do you want to do this?
Oh my god. I half wanted it to keep going. I wanted them to keep missing, but at a point someone's got to hit, and if Grog didn't hit there, it was probably over.
Inspiration. Grog, how do you want to do this?
Oh my god. Yeah, like honestly, I thought it was like look at Marisha down there. Marisha's got like Talzin's head in her neck, and Orion, like they look like a mishmash of some crazy John Carpenter design.
Come up and look at the crowd one last time before sending him straight back onto his shoulder blades and neck and smashing him into the earth.
With a
I mean, way closer than I imagined.
The stone floor of the crucible, a cloud of dirt and dust around. Rocks break off and tumble down the side of the walls of the crucible as the crowd has to stop themselves from falling
The
in
fucking
from the
1-inch punch. Vex morals are understandably selfish.
Cheers all come to a sudden halt. The dust settles. As you can see nothing at the base of the crucible. As the cloud slowly comes to rest, you see there, broken and laid out on the ground, is an unconscious, bloodied, and ruined Kern.
Poor Kern.
Forward,
Ace is fire is fire, and is that a party man? That is a party man. I think that's a party. Yeah. He's blowing party favors.
At which point the crowd.
Alright, what do we get besides the victory?
Yes, you did. No. I'm not there. We're not there.
Did I show my boobs?
None of us remember that at all.
The bookie screams out,
We have now a new champion of the Crucible!
Not Philip.
But Grog.
We should have just called him not Philip.
Glorious.
Ace is blowing party favors. We should have just called him not Philip.
Purses shouted. You see people shouting off, throwing emptied coin purses off to the side. Different language. It's a whole cacophony of cheers and curses.
It would have been cool to see that in the animated. I mean, we've gotten many awesome things in the animated show, but I wouldn't mind a spin-off of Vox Machina with just the pit and having fights constantly. Let's have Kern. Have a spin-off of Vox Machina
A hood is thrown back.
and just have Kern beating up people and us coming from time to time to put him in his place.
This figure, as the hood is thrown back, an older human man in his mid to late 60s, with tough reddish tanned skin, short but stocky, receding gray hairline with a long, coarse gray beard that tumbles to his belt line. He wears what looks like ceremonial robes of red and gold, simple
The
wooden
Waggers.
sandals, and a dark brown necklace of large 2-inch round beads that adorn the shoulders and neck.
2-inch round beads. It's Akuma. Akuma came to hang out with us.
Muscle trained over a lifetime of martial prowess and careful honing. His arms are crossed as he looks down at the crucible, down at you, Grog. Gives a nod and a smile, turns around, and walks away from the crowd quietly as everyone just kind of.
Hear the music? My God, the music just went nuts.
Momentary experience. A few seconds pass, and then the crowd continues cheering.
I thought we were gonna get more out of that too. Sam's like, what was that? I thought we were gonna get more.
Retrieve the unconscious and bleeding out body of Kern, administering heals immediately.
I was gonna say, last time people ran in, activating heals and did their work.
And pick it up and go, just between you and me, is there anything we can do with this?
No lip.
One of the clerics looks at again. Hold it there for a moment, and reaches out and administers a 5th level cure wounds. To making a medicine check to see how. Yeah, this is 16. You go ahead and
do we heal our lips? I think they're going to have it in season 4. Ooh, possibly. Bye-bye, little Sebastian. Bye-bye, little Sebastian. So Jay wants a Vox Machina version of Dragon Ball Z.
Very small scar. It is.
I guess
you might want to be careful.
that is a lot of fighting. I have seen it. Michael knows. Who placed bets on who? LOL. Yeah, I also want to know what kind of credit this buys us as far as our reputation of being badasses in this town now. I feel like we'll get perks somehow just by being us. Grog powering up rage for 7 episodes.
Grab your hand and shake it. Thank you, I believed you'd do this.
Kurt's been standing there too long. It's about time he got taken down.
And he gets pushed away. Another person, a young guy you see now, 16.
We are super famous and praised.
Oh my God! Oh, Grog, where'd you learn to train? Can I train with you? Can I train with you?
Grog's not here right now. This is Philip. If you'd like to leave a message, come back another time. Gotta go, bye. I walk away. I find Scanlan in the crowd, and I reach out and shake his hand. Oh, sorry,
Scanlan, are you alright? You look poorer somehow. Oh,
I mean, we did get a little,
especially in the face.
a little bit of help and inspiration and whatnot, but I mean, that you got to give it to Kern. Kern was literally one punch away. Like the same as the last fight. We were like one move away from winning or losing.
Right now are
Only this
brought
time
to a
we
small
prevailed.
facility
We
not that
have
far from
prevailed.
Crucible, where you've been set down onto a bench, both manacled, and left while the one bastion that originally found you is currently keeping watch. The
Outside?
out of vision from you guys. You don't see this. They're just missing from the crowd.
Grog, before we go deal with our friends,
Looked like you were doing a spell. Was
if I may,
things.
If
that
I
man fought
may.
a brave fight.
See, there you
I
go.
feel we should go. You should go make amends.
Yeah,
with
see,
him.
I think so. I think Kern's a good dude. He's very, I think he's like a good fighter, dude. Like, he's respectful. He's not like some cocky ass.
New champion.
And hands it to you.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah. Well, we were going to make amends, but now we are just going to go celebrate and take our glory.
Never mind. I was ready.
And that, kids, is chaotic neutral.
At the 3-to-1 odds, that sack of gold you get back contains 5,450
Oh, 3-to-1 odds. There we go. We just turned
What's our return at?
like 1,400 into 5,400. What is that? It was like 1,450. It's probably been around 1,500. I can't remember exactly. All I know is we tripled our money.
I'm gonna use the earring real quick again.
All Firefly. That Akuma guy noticed them. Yeah, the Akuma guy. Like, I thought we were gonna like get more out of that, but I mean, I guess it's to come. I don't. I'm wondering if I was supposed to know him from the animated show or something. But like, they didn't really explain him enough besides the beads and shit. The beads and shit. He had shit all over him. I don't know if you heard that part.
Is like stepping with one foot and dragging the toes, and the other is brought to turn around to face you by the two clerics and looks at you as you extend your hand. Looks over at you, one eye kind of swollen shut, the eye they're glaring at you, bloodshot and angry. You see the teeth are gritted and kind of grinding beneath his still busted and missing upper lip.
See, he's like liking it.
Well fought, Goliath. And he brings one hand around one of the clerics.
Shake the hand.
Beastmaster.
Ah, Predator. Predator style handshake. Did he say
However,
Beastmaster?
in the strength, you can see there's.
I haven't seen Beast. I don't even know if I've ever seen Beastmaster. If I did see it, it was like 100 years ago when I was negative 60.
I'm proud to have finally found my match. When I recover, I'm gonna find you, and I'm gonna want that championship back.
I dig things like that, though. I dig guys that like get their ass beat and they're like, "Good go, I'll get you next time." That's how you want to be in the world of fighting. You don't want to be like a dick that everyone hates.
I don't hear this.
You're not there.
Yeah, just
Tell him.
If I'm not here at the Crucible, because I don't think you need an audience for glory, you can always find me in Iman at Castle Grayskull.
At Castle Grayskull. Come find us at Castle Grayskull if you ever need it. Grayskull Keep. I was gonna say, I'm like, it's not Castle Grayskull, but I like it.
Good luck with your dick, by the way. Sorry about
Good
that.
luck with your dick.
It's a real place. We
You see, for a minute, he had forgotten about that in this kind of exchange of honor, and suddenly the pain resurges and starts whimpering. Spits off to the side this giant bloody loogie that slaps onto the side.
Delicious.
Who's like, oh god! Starts wiping it from the outside of his tunic. Looks back at you.
Grayskull. So be it.
Oh. And hobbles away through a series of painful whimpers and whatnot.
That's kind of what, when I told you guys we had like our own little fight club, that's how we would do it. Everyone was friends. Sometimes you'd get your ass kicked, but at the end we'd all shake hands and be like, better luck next time. And then you'd like hobble off and hate your life for like 3 days because you felt like you got hit by a truck.
2,400 to you.
But like, it's like everyone's doing it willingly, so you can't get mad at the other person for beating your ass. And if you're a dick, we're not going to let you fight in our fight club because it's all fun and games.
I bet on Grog, if you remember correctly.
No, I have it here in my ledger that you bet against.
Oh,
your
he would
friend
never do
Grog.
that. I believe you're mistaken, actually.
That must be a typo.
Huh?
I bet on
Are we going to have to roll for
Don't
perception?
you remember?
Oh my god, look at this.
Are you casting something?
Yeah, what is
or
it?
are you-
Yeah, I was gonna say, in my head, I was like, is he? But he's literally just doing nothing. All right, we're gonna roll perception. Not for nothing. In the real world, no bookie would ever. I don't care if you rolled a natural 20. No bookie taking bets would ever like willingly say, "Yeah, I must have made a mistake." Even if he made a mistake, that bookie would die before he. Totally, I like he's doing it back too. A bookie would die before he admitted he made a wrong call, because then if someone found out, everyone would do it. Everyone would be like, "Oh, it would happen. You did it that one time with so and so." So bookies don't make mistakes like that when it comes to hundreds, if not thousands, of dollars in bets. But in this world, we can roll perception. Are you talking the glaive? Oh my god, I love the glaive from Kroll. I wish I could have a glaive. Like, I want a glaive replica. The Kroll? I found Kroll when I was really young. Like, whenever it came out is pretty much when I started watching it or found it. And I've seen Kroll a million times. I love Kroll.
Can I track that? I figure I can track.
Liam Neeson is in it. Go check it out if you didn't know. Liam Neeson, I feel like it might have been one of his first, if not first, movies ever made. Liam Neeson.
Be an idiot. Where would you take them?
Kicking ass or getting your ass beat, either way, you'll feel better at some point. Correct. You need a watch along of Beastmaster. Jay, don't be a dick. Insert the more you know theme. The more you know. Do do do.
Behind by two other heavy footprints.
Beastmaster. Yeah, I definitely got to add it to. It's definitely in a. I have a list of movies, and Beastmaster is in that book. And I put it in the book because, like I just said to you guys, I don't know if I've ever seen it. But if I did, I don't remember any of it.
You knock, knock, knock.
There's so many movies back then similar to that. It was like 80s, I'm assuming. And there were so many movies around that time, like that had a similar look, that were like B-list kind of movies. So Beastmaster, it's possible I caught it at some point and just don't remember or didn't even know it was Beastmaster.
A couple of people, they're actually
Final 5 minutes, everybody. We're down to the final 5 minutes. Sounds like the glaive.
Yes, I'm afraid.
These two cheaters over here, these are the ones you're looking for.
Cheaters? Well, that makes sense. They don't understand normal social rules.
I'm from Draconia.
I'm from Draconia.
Also, not from here.
You see what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a deception check.
I guess you don't want to be. So I was gonna say, yeah, you could just give him your identity, but I guess don't want to give too much information. Makes sense if you don't want to give too much information.
I'd like to spread the word.
24.
In Tiberius's case, I mean, it's not going to matter because he's not going back to Draconia anytime soon. I mean, not that.
They may have been trying to
It
fix
just doesn't
and
make
or
sense.
rig their bets on the recent bout out here in the Crucible. That is a very serious offense here in the
I
Brave
can
Realms.
imagine it would be, yes.
However, I don't want to deal with the processing and the time take. So if these are indeed your charges and you're willing to fill out some paperwork and pay the fines right now, we'll relinquish them to you.
Well, what's the fine? How much is the fine?
Who are you?
Oh, hi.
He's my lawyer.
He's my
Burt
lawyer.
Reynolds, Esquire.
Burt Reynolds, Esquire. That's so weird because, like, right before I got onto the live stream, my mom was like, there was like something on TV earlier about Burt Reynolds, and I'm like, Mom, Burt Reynolds died like a while ago. So I was like, whatever they're talking about doesn't have anything to do with anything important, I'm assuming. They might be like, yeah, Burt Reynolds was in a lot of movies. We also just hit 31 likes. We are 19 likes away. 19 likes away with 5 minutes to go. Do we get there? Probably not. But keep trying. Keep trying. 19 likes.
Oh boy. And triplicate, you'll have to get your supervisor to fill out this one, and I will need this one, and I will need this one as well.
Lawyer Scanlon.
Right, is that fine?
That's fine.
Paranoid and strung out is not a version of yourself most people want to fuck with. Yes, this is true.
It's good.
Great, thank you, sir. You know what? I can make this paperwork disappear. This is fine.
Yes,
500.
actually, for a small. Never mind.
Nope.
Let it go.
Yeah.
Let it go.
I love how you
Let it
noped
go.
Here you go. I
noped
noped
yourself.
myself on that one.
Nope.
There you are, 500.
He collects it, ushers over to the other bastion, who comes over and takes off your manacles and escorts you to the door. He says,
However, if I see either of you two causing any trouble anywhere in Vax'ildan,
Vasselheim. We're getting there. We're 33. 17 likes to go.
Oubliette?
We're making work.
What is wrong with me? Get out of here! Run!
You've been bested!
You've out-talked the talker as the guard finds himself so flustered
Out-talk
by the
the
frustration
talker.
and anger that he's been
Oh
caused
my God,
by this
we're
entire
actually
strange
now we're
arrival
15
of
away.
individuals.
We are. I don't know if we're gonna
Speech
make it,
patterns
but we're
with
getting really close to 50 likes, everybody. 50 likes.
Slams it behind
Not
him.
much time left.
I think he's having an accident.
Yeah. I love that Sam is just holding the finger under there. And the sequel to the sequel. Oh, I already read that.
Thank goodness you are being represented by an ace attorney.
To be fair, there was also a Beastmaster show. It's possible that might be what I saw, and I'm confused. It is very possible. That is the case as well. We are at 36 likes, everybody. 36 likes, 14 away. We literally just, like, went nuts at the end there.
As you guys make your way
We
back
just
to
got
the
like
respite inn,
10 or
you
15
find
likes in the
one
last
bastion
3 minutes.
Who acts as the bookie, who is currently halfway through a very heavy pint and chatting with one of his friends. And you can hear there are stories now. People are retelling the tale of the battle in the cauldron, of the rise of Grog the Victorious.
Burt Reynolds to be and could have watched a few episodes of the movie. Yeah, like I'd have to see it. Like, put it this way: either way, it was the show or the movie or anything.
Are there any?
I have very little, if any, recollection of it.
As you guys enter the tavern, there is a sudden bit of whispered quiet.
See, we're gonna be like celebrities now.
Stares at you.
We should just quit. The campaign should end right now, and we should just stay in this town and be champions. Or at least Grog. Grog should just quit, be a champion.
There are maybe 2 men looking in like their late teens to early 20s who saw the fight and are currently like wide, doughy-eyed, and like seeing a hero before them.
I walk over to one of them. I pull out a gold coin. I say, "How would you like to make a gold coin?"
I would love a gold coin. I would love a gold coin.
From you, Grog the Victorious. Of course. What can I do? What can I do?
Grog the
I
Victorious.
take out the second place medal.
Praetorian.
I go, make sure Kern gets there.
Oh.
Reads it. Yes, indeed. Of course. He takes it and he runs off.
You sick fucks.
You sick fucks.
Well, I mean, come on. It's like you came into a bar looking for young boys.
Oh my God! Yeah, that definitely went somewhere I didn't think it was gonna go. We also need 11 more likes. 11 more likes. We're at 39. 11 more likes. All right. Cheers again.
Purse of 20 gold.
You guys, this really makes gambling so much fun.
You're welcome.
Oh my God.
Gambling is tons of fun if you win.
You get your current,
Gambling is so much fun if you win, but usually you don't.
But you owe.
Unless it's sports. If it's poker or sports. Poker and sports, you got a 50-50 shot. Anything else, the house always got the advantage. It's the only thing I gamble on is poker and sports because of house advantage on other things.
48 was the number. So
Everybody, I don't know how it's happening, but we're 7 likes away. 7 likes away. 6 likes away. 6 likes away. Does everybody have 57 backup accounts? Because we just got 20 likes in less than 5 minutes.
Celebrate with a joyous drink of ale here at the Bellows Respite Inn to celebrate the victory of
The Respite Inn.
in the Cauldron here in the braving grounds of Vasselheim in the northwestern region of the countryside. We will go take a quick restroom break. We'll return here in about 5 minutes.
Quick restroom break. We are 4 likes away. Well, that was abrupt. That was abrupt. Matt said we're going to take a break. We're 4 likes away, everybody. We didn't do it. Have a good night. But if I just like immediately ran away. Let's see. I want to see where we're at here. I don't know why that just happened. We are 4 likes away, everybody. 4.
Celebrating Grog's victory.
The what?
I have 4 accounts at home.
Oh.
Hit late. So
And,
we made it.
but they're not. You didn't even do yours? I just assumed you did them on your phone.
I have all of them on my phone.
Michael just. Well, I'm not going to say anything because it looks like we're going to make it anyway, and then you can add them too. 48 likes. We're pretty much there, guys. Michael said because he's not. Michael is still over here chatting it up. If you guys didn't know, and he just told me. I just assumed he was doing his likes on his phone, but we need 2 more technically. But Michael's like, when I go home, I'll throw the 4 likes up, and technically that makes 52. But keep liking anyway because I like to see it, and we're not going to start yet. But let me get the timestamp for this. Oh wait, I want to see exactly after. We're 1 like away. We need it. I want it to be official. Michael has a Labubu. The Labubu. This is delayed, so it's probably going to pop up any second.
17 seconds.
There it is.
Welcome back, guys.
There he
Welcome
is.
back. We are returning as the.
I'm going to pause it and set the clock, but 1 more like would be awesome. Sean M, hey, how's you, Jay? Sean M, you were like number 50. I don't know how this was done. Everybody must have created 50 accounts.
Anything like that.
It was incredible. It was incredible.
I'm going to pause it right there because honestly, if I watch too much, we're going to start at 158.40. Because the second half isn't very long.
It was incredible.
All right, 158.40. So set the clock. We got bonus time, everybody. I don't know what's happening right now, but we're up to like 54 now. And Michael didn't even use his 4 likes. We went from was that like a trick on me? Because I'm like, from 40 minutes in after we started this episode, we had 1 like. We had 1 like in the entire first 40 minutes. And then in the last 10 minutes, we somehow got like 30 likes. We're at 54. Michael's going to go home and throw up his 4. That means technically we almost hit 60. We still could. Set your clocks. We're jumping right in. So everybody set your clocks. I'm going to 1. I already forgot. What was it, Mike? 158.40. 158.40. Reset. 158.40. All right, well, that decides. I was going to say, if we don't hit the 50 likes, maybe we'll do some Critmas stuff. But now, I'll probably do that on the Voxo clock, because if you notice from here, it's almost 2 hours even. And Zach comes out pretty early here. Like, there he is right there. It's like he's already talking to Matt, and it's like 3:10. I want to say it's like around 3:09 he comes out. So let's just round that to 59, 1:59. That means there's only an hour and 10 minutes. And there's the Patreon hour. So we're actually not going to have a Voxo clock this week. Maybe I'll check the next episode. Maybe we'll do what we did the other time and we'll jump into the next episode. Like usually when we have episodes like this where we fly through it, we try to get an episode ahead or do something silly. So we're just going to jump right in real quick because I told Lauren I'd be to her house around 9 and it's going to be after 9 by the time we finish. I'll text her and it's no big deal. She said, come over whenever, no big deal. But Lauren did text me and say that she had that's the plan. So we're going to jump right in. And then after that, I'm going to fly out of here. So ready, everybody? Get ready. Sync up. Thumbs up. Keep liking, because now I'm curious how far we could go. With Michael's 4 extra likes, we're at 60 right now. Or 59. We're at 59 with Michael's 4 likes. So I would love to see us. I mean, if we hit 100, I'll finish the episode. And then Lauren, I'm sorry, Lauren, if you're watching, you'll just have to wait. But if we hit 100... we will finish the episode. And Lauren said, do what you gotta do. So Lauren, I love you, but I'm sorry.
You have to hit 96.
We have to hit 96, exactly. Yeah, 96, because Michael's got his 4. So if we hit 41 more likes, it's not gonna happen. I'm just being silly. Can we do some Kentana Pansophical? What is that? Pansophic? I don't know what that is. but we got or a zombie UFC tournament. We need karate zombies. Hi, Holly. Sean M, I did say hi. Sean, you weren't here earlier. I am not drinking or smoking tonight. Me and Lauren may go on a cruise at the end of July, and because of that, I need to drop like 15 or 20 pounds. So the not drinking or smoking has nothing to do with like not wanting to drink or smoke. It has to do with I will get the munchies, and if I drink and I get the munchies, I'm going to be putting on a pound a day instead of losing a pound a day. So I have to be super strict. As soon as all is said and done, we will get back to the festivities. The fast ones, Colvin. I love the background commentary from Mike. Yeah, Mike is here with us in... I was going to say in spirit, but he is here with us. He is usually here with us in chat, but he is in both this time. So everybody, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Cheers to you, big
Cheers
man.
to you, big man. L'chaim. Cheers to you, big man. Here we go. That was the craziest I've ever seen as far as the likes. We had one other time where we needed like 20 in 3 minutes and it happened. We needed like 22 and ended up getting like 32. So insane how quickly we jumped the ranks. Those of you who don't know, sometime soon, we're going to be opening all these. Michael was able to help me acquire all of these. So we're definitely not doing it tonight, but sometime soon, I'm going to see if we keep getting more stuff, maybe we'll just be the only people that have any more Final Fantasy products left, and I'll have all the golden chocobos.
Are we over this town? Over this city?
Snort a lot of coke or try crack, both great for weight loss. This is true. Snorting coke, I hear. Well, crack, yes, I hear that too. But I have had friends that were huge coke heads, and they were extremely skinny. I've never had a friend that was a crackhead. I've had a lot of, like when I was in my 20s, I feel like I knew more people that did coke than didn't. I never did. I've told you guys, I've always been so hyper that not that I would need to if I wasn't hyper, but I've just never even entertained the idea of doing cocaine because I'm always so hyper, I would probably explode instantly. It doesn't work if you have ADHD. Well then I guess I have ADHD. I'm sure it's not that. I mean, I'm not even kidding you. Lots of people have told me I probably have it because I never got diagnosed for anything like most people my age. They didn't really diagnose things like that when I was younger. So lots of people have been like, you probably have ADHD.
You didn't see
but
them behind me, so shut up.
Maybe that's why coke wouldn't work. I wouldn't know. I've never tried it. Yeah? Oh, okay. Meth is cheaper. Meth is cheaper.
No, I wasn't there.
There are so many drugs that I would assume I'd have a friend that has done everything, but I don't think I know anybody that's done meth either. Meth is more like I feel like a white trash drug. And I don't, it's cheaper. Just cheaper stuff.
Too late. She would do anything for you, girl.
Anything for you and for the 600 gold that I put on
The reason I'm going to Lauren's house, by the way, instead of her coming here, is because her family left her all by her lonesome with her 2 adorable dogs. And she was supposed to come here if all went well, but now because of a change in scenery, I would love to go over and be mauled by her freshly groomed dogs. And her. She can maul me too. Genja, is that Ganja? I thought it was, I literally was thinking of that Pokemon, Ninja or something?
Yes.
Oh, no, what's the ninja one? Greninja. I was gonna say, I thought it said Greninja. Ganja or shrooms, otherwise I ain't touching it. Barely will touch Tal'dorei ibuprofen. I'm the same way. I usually, like I told you guys, up until I was in my mid-30s, I didn't touch drugs. I didn't even like taking prescription drugs because I was afraid of getting addicted to them or being reliant on them. So I am very anti-drug my whole life. But then when I was around 35, I tried smoking weed and I'm like, this is fantastical. And then I dabbled on and off with that for a while. But that's the only like drug that's not over the counter or prescription that I think I've ever taken.
We need to go to.
We're almost at episode 24. Yay.
25.
Risa Costa. What is up? Like and subscribe. Well, you're already subscribed, but throw up a like. We're already at 55. It's shocking. We were at 28 likes literally 10 minutes ago. 28 likes was 10 minutes ago. Now we're at almost 58. We have amassed 30 likes in 10 minutes. Watching the next 30 minutes. I don't even know where that ends, but we're already 5 minutes in. Yeah, we're already 5 minutes into the 30 minutes.
Should we investigate that at all?
And we're almost to episode 26 or 24. I'm honestly, after I do the Patreon hour, because we're barely gonna have enough for a Patreon hour, I'm gonna probably maybe go ahead and jump into episode 24 for Vox O'Clock.
Barkeep looks over.
I'll see. If it's a short one, maybe I won't. I don't know. We'll see.
That bearded, hooded gentleman. At the
Have to work tomorrow morning, but the shrooms will be ingested tomorrow night. Let me know how that goes, Ace. I've never done shrooms either, and that's when I was willing to try. When I was with Marion, we were like, we should try shrooms. It was like, I think she did try them or wanted to try them too. And I was like, I'd try shrooms. Because my brother told me, if you're ever going to do a psychedelic type thing, do shrooms. He like raves about them. He's like, oh, it's like, you know, don't do it all the time. But if you're going to try something, do that. Just be with good people. And I was like, I'll do it, but I just never had access to it to try.
Cleric of the Church of Cord.
Like, whenever I knew people that had them, I didn't want to do it. And then when I did want to do it, I couldn't find anybody that had them.
Oh, he is the
clever, good acid makes the world different. There's been times, like my brother, there was a point where he was like, oh, acid is the shit now. My brother did a lot of hallucinogenic type stuff, psychedelic, but he never did like meth or heroin or crack or anything like that. He would always do like other shit, and then he'd be like, I tried this. You should try it. Like he would basically guinea pig himself and then tell me what he thought I should or should not try. Like and subscribe. Canadian long weekend. I need to try shrooms. Trying to get on ketamine treatment as well. I have also heard ketamine is a thing. Something worth doing.
Thank you for
trying at least. I lost weeks tripping balls, but I came back smiling. Must have got laid. I mean, hey, if you came back smiling, no harm, no foul, Sean. Shrooms are okay. Just once in a very blue moon. I take around 6 to 8.
Yes, Tiberius, my good friend.
6 to 8 month break in between. I think you're saying I take about 6 to 8 in my mouth. That's what I thought. I thought month said mouth, and I thought you were saying I take 6 to 8 in my mouth. Wonderful. But that's not what you said, sir.
Too easy. Well,
let's all one day find somebody that could wholesale us a pallet of shrooms, and I'll mail them out to everybody, and we'll all coordinate and drop shrooms while we're doing the live stream one day.
I have a brilliant, if slightly inebriated thought. I walk out of the bar.
Okay.
That's a brilliant yet slightly inebriated thought.
Oh, I think I saw Tiberius fall
Burt
over.
Reynolds.
Oh, is Tiberius puking? Oh.
No,
What is it?
I mean,
I'll handle them.
my thought is I can probably find some of the ore I need to procure. If at the same time,
I feel like
find this groom fellow, and at the very least,
I feel like this whole setup looks so different now that I'm getting a better look. They grow up out of the ground. Yeah, it's nature. It's nature.
You can give them a medal.
Give them
I walk in
a
back,
medal,
I get back
everybody.
to the bar because I went took a piss outside.
Let's go.
Is Lauren? Why don't you say hi to everybody? I know you're out there. I know you're. She might actually be getting dressed or showering, but I know Lauren's probably out there somewhere. Say hi, Lauren. Say hi to all our friends and family.
That's right. I have already been arrested today, but I need to get better.
All right, so you guys are going with Percy.
We're under 20 minutes already. Under 20 minutes, about 18 minutes to go.
All right, go ahead and make an investigation check.
What happened to my dice? Okay.
What happened to my dice?
14.
14. Okay. It takes you roughly 30 minutes or so. Thankfully, this region itself contains...
Microdosing is still a thing. Yeah, I've heard about microdosing and stuff. Hi, everyone. It's been a while. Rice Acosta, yeah, well, how's it been? How you been? When I saw your name pop up, I'm like, I definitely remember you. But yeah, it's been a while. We were talking earlier how
mining and
a lot of people are going to start rolling in now that we're hitting the mid-20s. By the time we hit the 30s, I think we'll be hitting 50 likes every week consistently. The fact that we did it today is promising. Because this might be, is this like one of the first ones in a while? I feel like we've only hit 50 likes like once, maybe twice, if that.
Northwestern edge of
hello, Jay. Hello, everyone. Lauren, Cora in the chat, everybody. Everybody, I want you to aggressively say hi and shower Lauren with love. Everybody in the chat for me, aggressively, I want you to embarrass Lauren with love and joy and cheers and love.
Hello?
Yes?
Yes?
Charming.
I started watching Campaign 1 in episode 24, so I was waiting for you to catch up. So there you go. Perfect example. Rice Acosta.
I was sent here...
I am saying that right?
Hopefully
Yeah.
negotiate the purchase of some black powder.
That's what a lot of people have told me. A lot of people have said, you know, they're good, but it ain't my thing. Like and subscribe. I see there's a record-breaking amount of people in here right now. We're into the high 20s now. So we're into the high 20s. Everybody throw up a like. I want 500 likes by the time we're done with this. Oh, focus time. Focus time.
And he runs back into the hovel.
Love it. We're getting one of these wacky,
as you step inside,
what am I
the
call it?
scent hits you immediately, and you realize...
Is this the guy we met before,
this place is
Mike? Is this a new guy?
Filled with black powder. And the last
he kind of reminds me of like the guy we had in Campaign 2 or something.
This would be a very bad idea. And as you look around, your eyes adjust to the low-lit interior.
This guy, the way this guy is like
it's low-lit.
acting, he's reminding me of that shopkeeper. I think it was Campaign 2.
Set magical torch sconces on each side that are very, very
shower you. Yes, everybody shower her
like these,
with love.
And you can see in the room, there is a small forge that's kind of in disuse to the far end.
I would hope so.
There are a large,
sorry for stealing Jay for a bit longer. Hello, yes, everyone is. All the other names were taken. I love it. Who is this? Who is all the other names were taken? Whose account is that? I hope you're new. Chris McNullis. There's Chris McNullis spamming good days at Lauren Core. Oh, we're getting all the love. All the love.
Onyx or broken quartz. And they're all been separated. And you can see
I am paying attention. I'm in
OCD collection.
The OCD collection.
And what looks to be a barrel that contains a large amount of black powder that it's just everywhere. It's like this very fine.
Is this clever name? Question mark. Yeah, like that's what I'm thinking. Is this what I'm thinking it is? I think this is. I can't remember why I know this, but I feel like I know this. Was this in the animated show?
No one asked about the black powder, but I knew it had a purpose. Yes. You wish to buy it? How much do you want?
I feel like we either had this in the animated show.
Speak up, I haven't all day.
Or something similar happened.
How much for a barrel or a hogshead's worth?
Look at Liam.
The barrel.
Liam is giddy up there. Giddy up there. Giddy up there.
4,623 gold pieces for
That's
the barrel.
a crazy number.
You can see now there's spittle dribbling down his...
That is the craziest number. Who comes up with a number like 4,623? What a bizarre, odd number. I want it. It must be worth its weight in gold.
Burlap and sack and pulls out what looks to be an actual dried and hollowed out hogshead.
To fill this hogshead with it, this will only cost you 426 gold pieces. Yes.
I'll take it. I'll take it. No, we don't want that. I don't want that. We don't want that. Do we want that? I don't want that.
I do not work in ore.
I thought you might have a friend.
It's just an iconic scene. You've probably seen it before, but yeah, Victor was in the show. Okay. We've seen Victor. Okay. I was going to say, I watched so much, I'm like, is this just very similar to something else I've seen that's not Critical Role?
Friend, you seem so amiable.
400. 400.
I love the insanity of this dude.
My good sir, you have a deal.
Turns around and
I love how.
head into the
Yes, sir. You have a deal.
The soot kind of settles against you and the rest of you guys as you now find
The
yourself
black powder
partially
NPC,
covered
yeah.
and slowly disappears.
We saw him
out of
early
black powder.
on in one of the
Cough and stuff, and they push it away.
Oh, okay.
I gingerly put the purse down in front of me.
Ginger, Tal'dorei is handling this
Away into a side pouch and you hear the clinging
way
kind of
differently,
happens
but
in his
I
far pocket.
guess because this guy is an eccentric lunatic. Victor is an awesome NPC.
This way.
And he grabs your arm and drags you out.
Like and subscribe if you haven't, everybody. We're people are jumping in the room. There's got to be new people out there. Say hi in the chat if you're new. I want a new person saying hi, or I'm gonna cry.
Thank you for all of your help. You've been so kind.
Oh, my pleasure. You want more powder? Come back.
I might do that.
What does that to a dude?
Goodbye.
What makes a dude crazy like that? Black powder, or is he just crazy and sells black powder? Does inhaling
soot and black powder in the center
the soot? I'm assuming inhaling all the soot and shit is making that dude a lunatic. He's like a Mad Hatter, kind of thing with the mercury and stuff. It's a different kind of thing. Funny mouth you got. You got a purty mouth. Clip from The Legend of Vox Machina. Oh, there it is. There's the clip. Matt's Halloween Victor costume is great. Oh, I think I've seen that too. I think I've seen Matt in the Victor costume. Hello, the dude JB. What is up, the dude? Could dig on a bit.
The roof itself is just a solid
Could dig on a bit of powder. Don't mind my
pretty
dyslexic
or
ass. I
elegant
can't spell
construction.
unless I
It's
slow
merely
down.
for purpose.
Chicken and the egg.
The door is partially ajar.
He's just crazy and sells black powder. That's what I figured. I figured initially he's just crazy and sells black powder, but then I'm thinking like a Mad Hatter, how like the fumes and the chemicals you deal with might have aided in your insanity. Jay, as I choke to death. Oh, that's Vero to Jay.
Mr. Sampson.
It's the egg.
Yes?
Victor, the strange fellow down the road sent me to you. He said you might have some more.
The head sinks into the shoulders of the side.
Vixum. It sounded like he said Vixum.
All right. If you dealt with that crazy old coot, at the very least, I can offer you a brief conversation. Hold on just a second. And you see he kind of takes this visor off the front of his face and sets it down and removes these big leather gloves and this leather an apron of sorts and puts it at the side. And
An
wipes his
apron
brows. He steps
of
over.
sorts.
You can see him now. He's a man in kind of his late 20s, muscle bound, a little thick around the waist, kind of barrel chested. A little bit of scruff on his chin, but nothing beyond just like, not having time for upkeep. And Vic focused on his work. He kind of steps up. All right, so what'd the old coot tell you, anyway?
He said you might have some raw
I can't bring them across the border. I definitely. I'm a bit out of the loop. Do you have plans for watching EXU Divergence?
For the love of course,
Dude,
stay on the doorstep. Do not step into my abode, please.
We're gonna what?
Please.
Release order. Michael said we're gonna do release order. I can't bring them across the border, or I definitely would. Also, how are you enjoying Campaign 1? The dude, very good. Honestly, I'm really liking it. And the fact that all of this is new to me, even though I've seen the animated show, is even better. I know we're getting into that, but now it's like I'm okay with that, because now we got like a lot of new, fresh stuff. They built a lot of things. I was saying earlier today that Keyleth, I think Keyleth is handled way better in the beginning, to the point where she is way higher up in the ranks than she was in season 1 of the animated show. So it's like I have a different perspective on it, but I'm totally fine. Because at this point, too, I haven't seen season 1 of Vox Machina in like probably a year or two. So it'd be nice to get a refresher and see how it was handled in length, being as they definitely, diet down to fit it in all those short episodes. Maybe a rewatch of Calamity.
Let's say
Poor Hops.
350 gold, and I promise to always shower twice before entering your home.
350 gold and 2 showers before entering your home. Good deal.
Pointless haggle.
Pointless haggle.
That's part of the show.
I wish I were Percy.
24.
24 goes.
24.
You drive a hard bargain.
People like me because of my hair.
I love your rolls.
I know.
However, underneath all that soot, I can see you dress well at the very least. A bit tattered on the edges.
Bit tattered.
I like for future business. So 350 and take the ingots and
take the ingots. It might be something we go to if we need a break. Maybe around the time jump. It's to keep the Brennan games close to each other and within reference of each other. Maybe, but yeah, I read that one.
He reaches over and settles into a large, like triple bagged set of ingots. He gets partway through and goes, no, this is cart worthy. Sets it up on a small cart and brings it over to you. And it's a small kind of wheeled wooden cart. It looks really rickety and probably about to collapse, but he does not charge you for it and hands it over to you. It can be hand carried if need be.
Good man. I'll see you when my need arises again.
I look forward to it. Remember, bathed.
Very
bathed.
Quite bathed.
Seriously.
Bathed.
I promise.
Please.
Yes.
All right, we're good. Thank you. And he closes the door.
Redonkulous. I love it.
You guys.
To see Divergence, it's better to also see Downfall, and that one belongs to Campaign 3. Much better impact for Divergence after Campaign 3. Jay, I think a kangaroo could drown most of us.
Why don't you just go get a rest?
I don't think it'll take long.
Did something else come up before that? Because I love that. If that's just totally random, that is glorious, and I love it. And I think you're wrong. I would guess at least 5 of us in the chat. I'm just throwing a number. I don't have actual names in mind, but I'm just saying I would think at least, maybe 5's high. I would think at least 3 people could take on a kangaroo before they drown us. Me being one of them. I'm one of the 3. You decide amongst yourselves who's the other 2. But I think I could take on... I'd be really fucked up. Don't get me wrong. I heard kangaroos are strong. I've seen them box and kick and fight people. So I'll probably get my ass kicked, but I think I might... I don't know. I feel like a kangaroo would kick me in the head and knock me out. I'd probably get concussed and have worse CTE than football players for 10 years. Especially since he's already seen Calamity. I just want to see bunions and funyuns. Is that what it says? Oh, bunions and flagoons? Flagons? Is that bunions? Bunions and flagons? I dig it.
Brilliant to behold. There are steps that lead up to the front area.
In like how Brennan explained the conclusion of the series as part of a whole.
At the very top of it, you see looming over.
Yes, my sincerest apologies, good sir. My sincerest. Just my opinion, Campaign 3 will be like 5 years down the line, and it's only 7 episodes in the miniseries. Could be done a lot sooner.
Just one knee up, this very heroic pose, and just kind of looking over the rest of Vasselheim under his gaze. You step up to the front of the.
I will watch whatever you all tell me to watch. That's if you guys said, Jay, you need to break right now because there's this thing you need to watch. You know, I usually just do whatever the mass consensus says.
Yes, we are here to see, to pay homage to
Earthbreaker Groon
with the latest champion.
Earthbreaker Groon. Yeah, we're the champions. See, we're celebrities. We are the shit right now. We get what we want.
The Earthbreaker is a fan.
I highly doubt that.
Tell him grog. Check his faces.
Check your facts, buddy.
Check your facts, bud. No J, kangaroos can karate fight, plus the sneaky fuckers keep a blade in the pouch. Well, Sean, thank God for you, because I did not know about the blade in the pouch, and I would have gotten shanked by a kangaroo. I would have been like, I got this kangaroo, look, I'm taking him, and then all of a sudden, like, bah, 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 in the side, the kangaroo would have shanked me to death. Sean just saved the greatest headline ever from ever being said. ViewMasters dies from getting shanked by kangaroo would have been on the headlines.
But this one's
without getting into spoilers, Divergence hits better in the release order. Kangaroos also hold court, I hear. Kangaroo court, I love it, I love it, I love it. I had to think for a split second. I mean, hey, it's in the wording, I'll believe it. I haven't had anything to have me say otherwise. Just because Kangaroo Court is directed towards something else doesn't mean it didn't establish itself because of kangaroos actually hosting court. So, who were we to say?
From a superstitious standpoint, but also just to kind of build an atmosphere of meditation and understanding. The one bastion that left and came back and whispered in his ear Comes up
The
and leans into you guys and
one.
gives you a nod. He doesn't
Like
actually
Jet
speak to you,
Li.
but gives you
He
a
Bastion
gesture
is
of
Jet
follow.
Li. That is who
Leads you
Jet
into the
Li
trial
is.
forge, and you can see now these halls are. It's essentially one long hallway. It's an arch about 85 to 100 feet up, and the interior of it is built out of a very, very thick, sturdy, reddish stone. You don't know if the actual stone itself is built from a substance of this color or itself has been stained or colored to match.
Still have the
because
animated
it's
series
reddish,
stretch goals to watch.
aesthetic. But as you step in, your footfalls.
The animated
against
stretch
a black
goals. What is that?
marble floor with it looks like gold.
Ah, gotcha,
Almost
gotcha,
like there
gotcha.
are small veins.
The
of something gold
1,000
material
Acre
that has
Wood
been
is
polished
in
between the
shambles.
actual
Oh my
itself.
god, the 1,000 Acre Wood.
Gives you a nod in this
Kangaroos also hold core. Let's not forget how forgetful Jay. Let's not forget how forgetful Jay can be. Soul Calamity, but forgot it during. Yes, this is possible. It did eventually trigger after like we had the entire story unraveled. The whole story unraveled, and then at the very end, I was like, "Oh, that's who that guy is." After all of the excitement probably ended.
We're building across the
Clever. Oh, LOL, clever.
that
Then they execute.
And the
1,000 Acre Woods. I'm more.
Quite
Is
a
the
lot
1,000 Acre
until
Woods?
you begin to notice in the distance.
Is there more Winnie the Pooh characters in
there
that
are actually two
than the
large
100
hallways
Acre
that
Woods?
intersect. You can see most of the trial forge are now two long hallways that intersect into a centerpiece. And centerpiece.
Centerpiece.
Of this
It's a
temple, there is
centerpiece.
raised dais at three different levels. And at the top of
It's
it,
the
you
sound of
see
the police.
There is a beam of light that comes down from above. As you begin to walk towards the structure, you see there is a small figure that is currently sitting on top of this.
Whoop whoop! Oh, I love it! I love it! We got. I was gonna do it. I was gonna do it, but I held back my excitement to go whoop whoop. The sound of the police, because I hoped and wished that somebody would write it in the chat and make my life better than it already is. Go watch the Naked Gun trailer. That's all I could think of whenever I hear that song for the rest of my life, probably. I have seen the trailer for Naked Gun 1 million times in the last month, and it's blaring whoop whoop, the sound of the police every freaking time. When I saw F1 yesterday,
As you step forward,
I also saw Megan 2.0.
I'm sorry.
I did like a triple feature yesterday, like an insane person, because that's what I do when I don't drink and smoke. When I don't drink and smoke, I have so much energy that I watch 500 movies in one day while working a job. Anyways, just my opinion. I disagree with a lot of y'all's point, but whatever the consensus is, you know, I thought it said consequences. Y'all enjoy the rest of the show. I'll be back in a few more episodes. The Dude, we cannot wait till you return in full effect. There's a lot of people that will be joining us as well around that time. I'm assuming you'll all pop up around the same episode, because I feel like everybody has an episode in mind and it's all close to the same one. So Dude, we love you. It's great to see you. We'll see you again soon. I wish you all the luck and best in your life until then. I'm reading The Stand, and Whoop Whoop comes up more. Whoop Whoop Richie, or that's Beep Beep, isn't it? Beep Beep Richie, or is that something else?
Giant dome stained glass.
That's very bizarre too. That you said you're reading The Stand right now, because I'm in voice therapy because of my throat. I go every week to like help myself speak better and like learn how to not hurt my throat again or something. And the lady was like, "What book are you gonna read?" Because she wants me to read a book, and I swear to God, you could call her and ask her. I said, honestly, I want to read The Stand because it's the fattest book ever, and I've always wanted to read it. You have it? I think I might too, but if I don't, I'm borrowing it, please. But I literally told her I'm going to read The Stand. I swear to God, that was I didn't even say options. I just said The Stand. I want to read The Stand. I loved the show when it came out in the 90s, and then they made a remake. I didn't watch the remake, but I heard the remake was decent.
And in that one motion,
Koalas deserve a drop kick. I can't argue with that. Did you ever see Fair Dinkum? Do you guys know who Fair Dinkum is? Who knows Fair Dinkum? Do you know Fair Dinkum, Michael?
At which point
I'm not going to tell yet, but Michael does not either. If anybody knows who Fair Dinkum is, I'm going to shit my pants right in this chair. It's a very, very weird reference that like most of you probably weren't even alive or know of. You might not have been, it might have been before you, nah. You might have been like 1 year old.
Do you ask of me?
Michael's 37, so he's 6 years younger than me, and he might have been old enough to know this, but he would have been like a year or two. Yeah, koalas are cunts. Cunts. It's only like 1,300 pages. Mine's the uncut or whatever version. I think, I'll put it this way, at one point I did own the book, but I wouldn't even begin to know where it would be if I even still had it. So Michael said he had it and he'll lend it to me. And that's the sound of the police. Whoop whoop.
Vox Machina, the traveling band from Iman.
Once called Philip.
Of demons that once usurped. Yug'voril himself. I know of your travels.
Yug'voril, we know him. I know that guy. I know Yug'voril.
What else do you ask
of the Earthbreaker? And that couldn't have been a more perfect spot to stop. We're at exactly 28 minutes, or 2:28. Well, now we're at exactly 2:28 minutes. I thought I stopped it right at 2:28. 2:28. It is exactly 30 minutes, and that is exactly where we're gonna stop because he just asked the question, "What do you ask of the Earthbreaker?" So, there you go, everybody. We have literally 40 minutes left. There are 40 minutes left in this episode. What do you vote in the chat right now? Michael will vote too, and Michael will probably tell me right now because he can, because he's sitting here. None of you are sitting here, so Michael is the only one able to give me his immediate response. So I'm going to hear Michael's before anybody. But should I do the rest of this episode as the Vox O'Clock, flip-flop the Patreon hour, and then keep the Patreon hour as the first hour of episode 24, or no? It's up to you guys. I could either finish this out on Vox O'Clock this week and flip-flop them, so Vox O'Clock will be first and then the Patreon hour, or I could finish this as the Patreon hour and the Patreon hour will just be shorter, and I'll jump into episode 24 as a Vox O'Clock, or I just won't have a Vox O'Clock this week. It's up to you guys. What do you think? No Vox O'Clock, or flip them, or do the same. I'll wait 20 seconds to answer just to give you all a chance to catch up. There you go. Michael is... What? Oh. Is this Victor? Yeah. All right. While you all decide, while the vote is happening, we're going to watch... Do you think I'll get in trouble for this? Let's see what happens.
Let's go.
Let's see what happens. Here we go.
Fuck it, we're doing live.
Here's Victor. The scene of Victor is coming at you while you all vote.
I wasn't sure I'd find a black powder dealer.
Oh, why is it so soft?
You'd be surprised. In fact, business is booming.
Hold up. That's not loud enough. I must max it out. I have to change it in here because OBS won't let me go higher. All right. Then let's hear if that's good enough. There we go.
Relax. It's only
it's really loud now. We're gonna just have it really loud.
No,
Victor's gonna blow your ears out, everybody.
To buy black powder this week.
Really? Do you recall what this other customer looked like?
Oh, sure.
Victor.
I remember her well, because she had one hand. Kind of like me. I've learned from my mistakes.
Ripley.
Something wrong, Percy dear?
No, nothing at all.
Hey, don't blow yourself.
There we go. This is what I remembered. And there it comes, and here it goes. That's what I remembered.
Thankfully, this region itself...
now Matt just killed you. Matt just killed you all. Matt, I'm sorry. Matt just killed you all. You're all dead. Everyone just died on the live stream. I apologize. I totally tried to pause it in time, but Matt is so much louder than everything else in the world. You're all deaf. Either deaf or dead. Naked Gun... No, I'm reading to you guys what you're literally saying me when I'm reading. Naked Gun, no mag. I don't know what that... Jay just took an IRL D100 roll. That new Naked Gun should just be renamed Naked Gun Lonely Island. I like it. I like it. Lonely Island, boys. Better clean that chair up then. Oh my God. Did I just have to shit my pantaloons? What did I say? I forgot what I even said. What did I say? I would shit in this chair if that happened? I was like, I will shit right in this chair if this happens, and I don't even remember what happened. Oh, that's right. Oh, right. Well, that didn't happen. That new Naked Gun show, I read that. So what is the vote? Sooner we get into the next couple, now we are better off. Keep the live as the beginning. Keep the live stream as the beginning. So just skip a Vox o'clock. Headphone users can't read anymore. We are all dead. Everyone's dead. No one can read. No one can hear. Rocks fell. We are all dead. Not only did the explosion happen, but then Matt shouted your faces off and blew your minds. So, what is it? So Clever's the only one that said. What do you think, Mike? What should we do? I'm gonna get Mike's opinion. Patreon hour and Vox o'clock to start. Flip-flop them, or just don't do a Vox o'clock.
They'd want to see the second half.
They want to see the second half of the live stream? Of the next episode, I mean? Well, if they want to see the second half, then I should totally do the Patreon hour in the beginning, right? I feel like if you guys more so want to see the second half of episode 24, then you should want me to finish this and do the Patreon hour as the beginning of episode 24, because then I'll get almost to the break. Because if I'm guessing the first half is going to be like an hour and a half, if the first half is like an hour and a half, I could almost finish in the Patreon hour, and then we'll finish the rest of the episode in the live stream. That's pretty much like right now. Yeah, look, see, the episode's only like 3.5 hours. So if I do the Patreon hour at the beginning, if I finish this off, I'll do like a longer Vox. You'll get more content too. I think that's what one of you was saying. Whatever gives us more content. If we do Vox o'clock first, I'll finish this episode, which will be like a 40+ minute episode of Vox o'clock, which will finish this out. We'll do the Patreon hour to start episode 24, and then next live stream we'll technically finish episode 24. Therefore, almost getting an extra half an episode done in the same amount of time. Good? Good. Michael says that's good. So that's what we're going to do. This is going to be Vox o'clock. So we will see the rest of this episode on YouTube as a Vox o'clock. Everyone will see it. YouTube. The Patreon hour will be the first hour of episode 24. And then next Friday, we will finish that and be up to episode 25. So feasibly, we're blowing through quicker than ever. Yes, that should work. Everyone's loving it. I love RD saying flip it. Watch like 2 or 3 episodes. Daryl hey, I can't fault you for more content. What if I was just like, you know what? That sounds great. Let's just watch 2 or 3 more right now. It'll only be like 12 hours. 12 hours. Let's just do it. Finish sooner and get into that, what comes next. That makes sense. Whatever floats your boat. Sean going with the flow, and I love it. All right, everybody, I'm going to shout you out because then I'm jumping in the shower and running over to Lauren's, and I'll probably make it there by 10 o'clock. Everybody, I love you. Michael, over here. Michael, say goodnight.
Good night.
Michael, Ace, the dude JB even popped in, my brother Ray, Vero G, obviously, my 5 beautiful, amazing moderators. I love you so much. Sean M, RD, Daryl Hill. We have Colvin, clever name I made, M Gormley. I'm just going to shout other people out too, like Star and Callisto Warrior Queen. Clever name. Who? Marion. Oh yeah, Marion. She should have made it. Ready? I'm going to have her come in just to say goodbye because this is ridiculous. How dare she? She obviously forgot. I just honestly forgot myself. Ready? I'm just going to put stream, and she's going to be like, what? Are you peeing? But clever name I made. Colvin, I might repeat now because now I lost track. RD, Ninja Master. We have Northern Lion, the Hiking Viking, Shane Barron, Little Paramore. Sean M, I think I already said as well. We had Risa Costa come in for the first time in a while. Lauren Core. Chris McNullis. Proper adult name here. I like that one. I didn't see that one before. Who else we got? If I missed you, write down below because I am scrolling through fast and I'm seeing all the same names. HollyMac79, obviously Hollymac. Hollymac, I'm jumping into a bunch of leverage this week because I think I caught up to where I'm at and I need more to post. Did I? Oh, my good friend Neil. Neil, I'll text you later about whether or not we're doing F1 if you're still there. And I think I got just about everybody. If I didn't, you know I love you. And I will see you next week. Is it